Hi everyone, Becky here. Let us continue studying HSK6 vocabulary. Yeah, I was hoping to finish in the last video, but it kept going. We're doing 30 by 30 and getting 30 words at a time. I'm getting ChatGPT to list example sentences for each of them. Yeah, this is one of the advantages of AI, right? Very easy. I don't have to search like each word individually. 争吵. Oh, we did that one last time. All right, it means to quarrel. It seems like copy pasted the wrong one. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. 争吵。他们因观点不同发生了激烈的争吵。Yeah, so different values. They over different values, they fiercely quarreled. All right, let's move on. 争夺. 争夺 is to vie for, such as to vie for 冠军 championship, something in that ballpark. Yeah, contest, to contest. 各家公司正在争夺有限的市场份额. So different companies, each company is currently vying for limited market 份额 quota. Share, this one, that's a better choice. 正规. Yeah, 正 proper 规 is regular or something like this. This is like, I don't know, regulation. Regulation as an adjective. These are regulation tires or something like that, right? Yeah, according to standards. 这家机构具备正规资质. So, how do I say this? 资质. Wait, what is 资质? Yeah, maybe we'll find another example. 有道. Yeah, 他在1995年完成正规学业. So this is sort of like formal education, like standardized education. Wendy. So yeah, this is curious because so Wendy is a girl's name in English, but Wendy is this character in Genshin Impact as well. So this is Venti. Yeah, I was hoping to get Venti, but I've missed out last time. Anyway, long story. This is Wendy. So everyone calls him a twink, right? Because he's kind of feminine. And his Chinese name is a girl's name as well, Wendy. Anyway, Wendy 没受过任何正规的舞蹈训练. Okay, so like formal dance training, but in the sense of standardized, yeah, this sort of thing. All right. Yeah, I don't even know this word. 资质. Aptitude and natural endowments. So this 机构 is like something like organization, agency might be a better one. 具备正规资质. All right, anyway, 争论. 争论 is controversy. There may be controversy over banning under 16s from using social media, or at least creating social media accounts in Australia. That was very controversial. 争论, controversy. It's a verb. Okay, I have to look into that. 专家们就该问题展开了长期争论. The experts 就该问题. What does the 就 mean? I guess it means in relation to this problem or something like that. Does it have some sort of prepositional meaning? Here, this one, with regards to. Okay, 就该问题展开了长期争论. So long-term controversy, and this 展开we saw in the last one. This is the one I'm used to it meaning 展开, like you take a map and you might unfurl the map, and because it's big, but then when you want to, you fold it again, you guess 折叠起来. But here it means to carry out. So the experts are carrying out not controversy, more debate. Yeah. So let's look at it as a verb. 争论. Oh, maybe it's like 争论已久. This one? Something like this. 这一争论已久的问题. So this problem has already been debated for a long time. That's my guess. 关于这个问题，争论还是继续 this one. So it looks like an intransitive verb. Let's ask ChatGPT in another window. I'll send you one. Can you explain that when used as a verb, please? Is it intransitive? Intransitive, yeah. 争论做动词时，核心意思是围绕某个问题进行有分歧的讨论。围绕这个问题。Oh, this is surrounding a problem. 围绕 centered on a problem. Wow, I did not know 围绕 had that meaning. ChatGPT is good at finding words I know, but more subtle meanings of them. Meanings I don't know of words I know. I suppose if I don't know every meaning of a word, I shouldn't count it as known. I don't know. 往往带有对立立场. So antagonistic standpoint 比讨论更强，语气接近 argue debate. Okay, so centered on a problem, we're carrying out divergent discussions with antagonistic standpoints. Stronger than 讨论,讨论 discussion. All right. 不及物用法. So this is the without an object, the intransitive version. 他们为这个方案争论了很久. Yeah, so this is not an object. This is more of a complement, right? Okay. 学者们一直在争论这个问题. Oh, that's transitive. Hold on. Yeah, this is non-transitive. This is transitive. 争论这个问题. That's transitive usage. So 争论这个问题. Okay, it is a transitive verb. So it can take an object. This is the verb, that's the object. So definitely transitive. All right. 大家对结果争论不休. That I feel is intransitive. So this is like the one I was thinking of before. 争论 what was it? 不已 endlessly argue. 争论不休 is another way of saying that, right? Endlessly argue. 争论一个问题，争论某个观点，争论细节，争论结果，争论结论. Okay, so I was incorrect. 不算错，但比不及勿略嫌正是. What? Is that a 成语? What is this? Ooh. I don't know. Anyway, it's saying it's a bit formal. All right. Anyway, it can't. So it is a transitive verb, and you can say 争论这个问题. So they're arguing about this problem. 争论这个结论. They're arguing about this conclusion. All right. 正面. 正面. Two meanings? Well, one meaning is like front and 负面 is back. 正面,负面, right? 正面,负面, front, back, such as on a coin or a piece of paper. 正面,负面. What's the other one? 正面 is something like positive, right? As well. This one. So Oh yeah, obverse. For a coin, you say the obverse side, right? But because the obverse, because like if you're looking at the front, it's the back. But if you're looking at the back, it's the front. So it's the obverse. You can't say it's front or back. The obverse. Hold on. No, 正面 is only front, right? What does obverse side mean? The side on which the date appears. Oh, so this is some jargon. Obverse and reverse. The side without the date is... Oh, the side without the date is the obverse. So usually that's heads. And tails is the reverse, is it? Heads and tails? All right. Anyway, let's continue on with our mission. 他选择从正面回应质疑. So, so he chose 从正面. So this is more like from the opposite direction, right? What do you think? I'm not 100% sure what that means. So like someone has a query and he kind of flipped it around. I don't know, something in that ballpark. 他们向公司董事发起了正面攻击, a direct attack, a frontal attack. That's that one. Yeah. They directly attacked the company directors. 董事, board members. Yeah. 大楼的正面爬满了常春藤. Oh, 常春 is evergreen, right? Oh, no. Or am I wrong? No, I'm wrong. 常春藤 is ivy. Why is it called always spring vine? I don't know. On the front of the building. 正面形象. So this is positive, right? Positive in the sense of favorable. Yeah. All right. 正面, the other one's 负面. 正面负面. Oh yeah. 有正面影响. 有正面影响. This one, 正面影响. Positive influence. Like a good role model might have a positive influence. And 负面影响 has negative impacts, such as a bad choice in policy or something like this. 带来负面影响 carry some negative effects. So the results from the preceding year. Modern farming methods have negative impacts on the environment. Yeah. All right. Let us continue on our mission. 征求. 征求 is to levy in the sense of levying taxes. That's normally what it is. Or solicit. Solicit. This one's better, sorry. 征, oh no. To levy taxes, you should use, is it 征税? Yeah, 征税. This one, for taxes. 税 is tax. So 征税, you're kind of soliciting taxes, I guess. 征求 is to solicit maybe feedback or something like this. 征求. What else do you solicit for? You put things out into the public and ask for opinions usually. 方案制定前. So before the program was formulated or the plan, 应充分征求公众意見. So you should fully solicit public opinion prior to the program being locked in and decided. Yeah. 征求. What else can be 征求? 征求意見. Yeah, that's a collocation. 征求同意. Really? What is this? 征求意見稿 no. 征求建議. So seeking suggestions or advice. Yeah. 征求意見 seems to be a very, very strong collocation. 征求意見. 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 All right, we get the idea, right? 征求工作申请, so solicit applications. Here we go. 征求同意. Yeah, what's this one? 不征求任何人的同意. So you're not soliciting anyone's agreement, which implies you're asking for their, or you're not asking for their permission in this case. And with the, like, between the lines meaning of, you should do that, otherwise you wouldn't say anything, right? Right, 征求. Okay, so 征求, solicit, normally 征求意见, solicit opinions, perhaps from the public, perhaps from employers, etc., etc., but it can be used more broadly. All right. 证实, this is to be proved true. Yeah, 证 is like argumentation or evidence. 实 is 实事的实, fact, right? Hold on. No, 实事 is true thing. 事实 is fact. 实事求是. All right, 证实, to confirm something is true. Yeah. 调查结果证实了最初的判断. So this is like confirmed the initial judgment. Yeah. So confirm. You can only confirm something is true with this word. If you want the opposite, there's 反驳, refute, or contradict. Can you prove something untrue? Disprove. Yeah, 反驳. Okay. Or you could use, yeah, this one, 证明. So 证实的证 is this one actually. 证明 to prove. Except, yeah, 证明是假的. 虚假的 is fake or phony. Or fabricated even. Yeah. 反驳. So you should use 反驳 as the antonym. All right. 证实了最初的判断, 或者 here you can replace it with 反驳, refuted the initial judgment. Yeah. 正义 is justice in the legal sense. 正义, 法律的目标是维护社会正义. Yeah. So the goal of law, the abstract concept or the legal system, but that sort of thing, is to protect social justice. Yeah. Yeah. This is usually seen in the legal system or like the justice department, this sort of thing. 正义 is another controversy. So this one is a noun and not a verb, right? Let me just make sure. To dispute. Okay, we have to look into that. 这一决定在社会上引发了不少争议. Yeah. So this decision in society, inspired, led to not small debate. All right. So you're telling me this can function as a verb. Noun. Noun. Yeah, 有争议. These are all nouns. 有争议的问题. It's 有. If you got 有, it must be a noun. Yeah, 两国的争议. Okay, 引起的. No, this is noun. All right, so these are all nouns, right? Yeah, let's ask, see if ChatGPT's got anything to say. Can function as a verb. 争议 function as a verb. 可以，但受限. Okay, in very limited circumstances. 对什么什么争议. All right. 该决定在学界长期受到争议. Okay, 受到争议. Yeah, that is a verb. All right. So in very narrow circumstances. So 争论 was 争论这个问题. You can use it like a verb as every other verb. This is like, it's a verb, technically a verb. All right. 旧政策一出台就被广泛争议，就被争议。So it's been disputed. 被争议。被一些这个人 no 争议 is here. Yeah, this is a very rare usage. 这说法仍然存在争议。No, this is a noun. You are incorrect. ChatGPT, that's a noun. Like controversy exists. This is a noun. 名词用法更自然. Yeah, even ChatGPT admits it's a noun usage when I specifically ask for verb usage. All right. Anyway, we got the point. It's 争议. 争论 can function as a verb, whereas 争议 is a noun. With rare exceptions, 受到争议. And that's only like, technically it's a verb. 症状 symptoms of an illness. Symptoms. You can also use a figurative, like symptoms of corruption or something like this, right? 患者目前的症状已有所缓解。有所 is somewhat. Yeah, so somewhat relieved. 患者 yeah, I find it better to use 病人 than 患者, but 患者, the sufferer, it implies like a patient, but both 病人 and 患者 do not imply there is a doctor. In English, a patient implies a doctor, right? You have to be a patient of a doctor. Whereas in Chinese, 患者 and 病人, you don't have to have a doctor. You can be a 患者, a sufferer, without a doctor. Yeah, you can, in English, you'd say sick person or something like this, right? Okay, 患者目前的症状. So the sufferer's current symptoms have already somewhat been alleviated, lessened. Yeah, alleviate, dull? No, this one, alleviate. Anyway, you get the idea. It's the symptoms are not as bad. 症状. Okay. 诊透. So first of all, let's look at 诊 because 诊 is actually an important verb. 诊 is a verb.
Pillow.
Yeah, to rest your head
rest
on.
head on.
Which now you understand why it's in the word 诊透. Yeah. 我脚上的那个羽毛真爱着我. What is 真爱? The philopether bothers me. So here 真 is functioning as an abbreviation of 枕头. So feather pillow. Yeah. Okay. 这两本书白天与我为伴. What is 与我为伴? This is function as my companion. So we're being figurative. So those two books served as my companions. 晚上在枕下与我共眠. Alright, we are being figurative here, but alright. So yeah, it's functioning as pillow. Alright, let's put a l afterwards to make sure it's used as a verb. 他躺在沙发上。头低下枕了一个靠垫. Okay, so did you get that? So underneath 头低下, no, 头底下, sorry, underneath the head, underneath his head, he sort of laid a 靠垫 cushion, back cushion. All right. Yeah. 因此我看卡通片时没有枕头可枕了. Yeah, so I have no pillow to rest my head on. Yeah. 就是枕了也睡不着. So I'm resting my head, but I still cannot sleep. That sort of thing. Yeah, so this is an actual verb, and you do need to know this usage. But a lot of the time, 枕头. Yeah, it's just a pillow. It's what you think a pillow is. It is a noun and nothing else. So here, yeah, I feel like, get rid of this. You need to know this. That should be the syllabus, right? Because if you learn 枕, you'll learn 枕头. But yeah, if you want to rest your head on something, you can use 枕. 我把头枕在桌子上. Alright, you can't see that, but you know. And my desk is rather cold, but you know. 这个枕头软硬适中. Or maybe this is 适中, 很舒服. Alright, so 软硬. So you know these adjectives, when you put two adjectives that have the opposite meaning together, it will form a word meaning the softness, the degree of softness or hardness. 是, no, it is first tone. 适中. Or could it be fourth tone still? I'm not sure. It could be fourth tone where 中 is like hit the mark. Anyway. 软硬. So you already know like 大小. 我的杯子的大小 talks about the size of my cup, right? 杯子的大小. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them like that. That are just two random adjectives, or two adjectives, and they're opposites, and you stick them together, and it represents the degree of that. But you can also do like 软度 or 硬度, this sort of thing. All right. So, yeah, I kind of feel like this is the fourth tone 中, this one. So it's kind of like the pillow's softness is spot on, something like that. 适中. I'm not 100% sure. It's not really moderate reasonable. It's spot on. Extremely suitable. Anyway, I'm not 100% sure. It could be 适中, or it could be no one cares. At that level of finickiness, at that level of nitpickiness, nobody cares. I've noticed. You just move on with life. All right. 真相. Yeah, so there's a few truths. There's a few words in Chinese that mean true, right? Or truth. This is truth in the sense of to tell the truth, or like something is true as opposed to false. Yeah, so I guess in English it's broader. It splits into like yeah, 真理, 真理. This one. 真理 is truth to something like universal truth. Yeah. Seeking the truth, this sort of thing. Yeah, this is like an abstract. Yeah, the gospel truth is this one. Whereas 真相, this is like, yeah, this, the truth. In court, you're only allowed to say the truth. This one. Yeah, 告诉我们真相, tell us the truth. 事实真相. So 事实 is also, this is fact, so factual truth. Yeah. So, all right, let's see what ChatGPT gives us. 时间终会还原事情的真相. All right, so time, like in the end, or like, I guess 迟早, I would use 迟早 here, sooner or later. 还原, this one, reconstruct the truth of the event, right? So, okay, so maybe there's a car accident, and actually if it was a car accident, it might be 车祸 事故. But anyway, if it was a car accident and one person says X and the other says Y, one of them is true, one of them is false, or assuming they contradict each other. One is true, one is false. What's the opposite of 真相? 虚假, is it? 虚假,虚伪. I don't know. What's the opposite of this? 真相. Yeah. 谎言. 谎言 is and 谎话. Yeah, this is lies. So 不应该说谎话. But this is different in the sense of this is an adjective and this is a noun. Yeah. Oh no, this is a noun as well, isn't it? So, okay. I said the wrong thing just now. Delete that from your memory, please. 真相. 真相 is a noun. So it's truth as a noun. But it's not necessarily words, right? The truth of an event. Whereas when you say lies, that's actual like sentences and things like this. Whereas this is the truth in the sense of what actually happened during the car accident or something like this. Yeah. 假象. So this is false appearance. Facade. Oh, I haven't used that word in a while. A facade. Oh, I feel like I should use that word. 表面的 blah 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 blah. Oh, this is an example, is it? 表面的繁荣只是种假象. Yeah, so some companies want to project an image as if they're flourishing when in reality they're struggling. Do you know the, what is it? The duck? The principle of the duck? Like the duck phenomenon? What's it called? And the duck is like beneath the surface of the water, paddling away like wild, and on the surface, nothing. It's just there. So, like when you become a Chinese teacher, you have to know that your students are like that. So their brains, students' brains are like, they're on fire, they're working extremely, extremely hard, and they're just sitting there in silence with a blank expression on their face. Which is very confusing when you're a Chinese teacher for the first time. Or a language teacher for the first time. Because you think they don't know anything, but their brains are like on fire, operating at full speed. Like a duck on water whose legs are paddling wildly. Yeah, what's it called? Like the duck phenomenon or something like this? I'm going to Google it. Hold on, I got to know this now. Yeah, I had to Google it. It's called the Stanford Duck Syndrome. Do they have a definition? Yeah, the Stanford Duck Syndrome is the idea that students are struggling to survive the pressures of a competitive environment while presenting the image of a relaxed student. Yeah, like a calm duck gliding across a fountain. Yeah, all right. So now it's kind of generalized from this. Yeah, the duck looks very, very calm on the surface. And yeah. So probably that's the origin of this concept. Duck syndrome. Oh, here I've searched it before. Duck syndrome. Ugly, no, not that one. Not a form of it. So this is students who are like internally panicking and really struggling to survive, but on the surface you can't tell because what are they supposed to be doing? Like deliberately expressing their anxiety and so on. All right. Anyway. So yeah, I asked ChatGPT. Let's go back. Yeah, I tried to Google it, but it didn't work. How did we get onto this topic? 真相. Somehow the ducks. What? How did we get onto this topic? Somehow it's related to truth. Oh yeah, we were asking ChatGPT about the truth as opposed to lies, as opposed to a phony appearance. And okay, 虚构. 虚构 is more like fabricated. Yeah, 虚构 false phony sham. Yeah, all right. 这是虚假. Oh, this is 虚假. Oh, did I cover? Okay, where's 虚构 is 虚构 fabricated. All right, so this is fabricated, and what's this one? 误传, 误解, 误导. So this is misunderstand. This is like mislead. What is 误传? Mistransmit? Maybe. I mean, it could be, or incorrectly pass on information. 真相被长期误导. So the truth over 被长期误导. Oh, has been misinterpreted for a long time. Yeah, I don't know if the truth can be misled. I don't know, maybe there is a meaning of 误导 that's not in this dictionary. All right. So, yeah, it's not so straightforward to say the opposite of 真相 is something. So this is truth. Also, the opposite of those words that we just saw, there's like multiple versions of truth. All right. 阵雨. This is like sudden rain or like a spurt of rain. Shower. All right. 下午可能会有一场阵雨. So just showers. All right. 阵雨. 零星. 零星 is scattered. This one. Scattered in the sense. This one. Sporadic, fragmentary, etc. 零星阵雨. So scattered showers. All right. So it's not heavy rain. It's not 大雨. It's not 大雨. It's not 暴雨. It's not a storm. Yeah, it is 阵雨. So it's probably a bit like inconsistent, like on and off, and not especially heavy. All right, let's continue. 珍珠. 珍珠 is pearl, what comes out of an oyster. So, okay, first of all, yeah, so what comes out of an oyster? 珍珠. Yeah. So 珍珠项链, right? Pearl necklace. 项链, where's 项链? Yeah. 珍珠项链. Yeah, so pearl necklace. All right. Now, the other one you need to know, 珍珠奶茶. 珍珠奶茶. So this is called pearl tea in English, right? Yeah, I hear it's a Taiwan thing, but it's very popular here in the mainland too. Yeah, I really don't like the 珍珠. I don't mind 红豆. I don't mind 红豆. 红豆奶茶. However, these are all super sugary. And yeah, I really do not think they're healthy at all. They put in way too much sugar. Yeah, so yeah, I don't drink it very often. I don't mind milk tea, but more like British style milk tea. All right, 珍珠 pearl. Oh, the other one you need to know is Dong. Oh, it's a little bit different, isn't it? 东方明珠塔. This one is the building in Shanghai. Yeah, it's called the Oriental Pearl. Yeah, Oriental Pearl TV Tower. Yeah, 东方 is Oriental. 明珠塔. 明珠. Oh, I guess this is pearl as well. It's not 珍珠, but it's 明珠. So presumably, 明 is like 光明的珍珠, like bright pearl. 东方明珠塔. Have you been there? I feel like a fair number of people in my audience may have been there. Yeah, I went up. Whee! At one point. It was a ridiculously fast elevator because that's really high. And all you see is, I went up here. And all you see is multi-story buildings everywhere. This is in Shanghai, if you don't know. Like all the way to the horizon in every direction. It's wild. Yeah. Anyway, 项链上牵象着几颗天然珍珠. All right, so on the necklace, 镶嵌, this is like to embed. This one, or inlay might be better. Oh, for jewelry has a special meaning. To set basically means there are 几颗. 颗 is the measure word for this sort of thing. Small objects. I think it's 颗 is bigger than li, if I remember correctly. Li is the other one. So what is it? 一粒玉米. 一粒玉米. So, 一颗, maybe it's both. Maybe they're both very similar. I can't tell the difference. So can you, 一颗玉米? Yeah, I have a feeling people are not going to nitpick me to that level of precision. Yeah. 一颗, this is not 一颗玉米. This is probably 一根玉米. Not that one. This one? 一根玉米. So 一根玉米. So you change the measure word. So when you're a beginner, you kind of think, oh, right, what's the measure word for corn? But there's multiple measure words. You could probably use all sorts of measure words like 一杯玉米, a cup of corn. Like if you put the corn in, yeah, there you go, 一杯玉米. 一杯玉米粒. So this is a cup of corn kernels. Yeah. Like there's no one-to-one correspondence here. You can use anything. Yeah. So you can even use arbitrary nouns as measure words. Like if you're being poetic or something like this, like a telephone booth of people. I'll get ChatGPT to write that one. So new chat. How would you say a telephone booth of people in Chinese as if telephone booth is a measure word for people? A telephone. Yeah, 以电话亭的人. You put a there, but yeah. I want to pretend like it's a measure word. Yeah, 以电话亭那么多的人. Yeah, all right. So maybe at that level of hilarity, you'll have to be a bit more careful with your explanations. 以电话亭人. Yeah, this sounds like a telephone booth person. They're shaped like a telephone booth. But you get the idea. You can just, yeah. You can be a bit more flexible with measure words. Anyway, how do we get onto this? I'm going way off topic. Stop doing it. Ginger pearl. Ju. Right. So ju is a verb meaning to curb or control. Ju can also mean manufacture, yeah, or something like this. So you can use it as a suffix such as ju, made from paper. Yeah, or sometimes you get like special recipe chicken, something like this. I guess that's 特制 or something like this. Special recipe. No, there is a
recipe
phrase. This one, is it? No. There is a phrase, you see it on signs when you're walking around China, you will see this one. It's like special recipe, which implies that whoever's cooking it has their own recipe and it's not known, etc. whatever. There is a word. Anyway, ju. Oh yeah, system as well. 戏剧. Oh, not 戏剧. No, sorry. 系统 and 制度, of course. Sorry, I get them wrong sometimes. There's too many of them. 制度. This is government systems, right? Education system. We talked about this at some point. No. When I just said I get it wrong. I got it wrong. Yeah, 制度. Okay, so ticketing system, invoice system, whatever. So education system is 教育系统. Education system. Yeah, they're all systems in English, but they're different in Chinese. 制造, manufacture. What other 制 are there? 制定, formulate. So you formulate an equation, you formulate a plan, you formulate all sorts of things. Maybe a recipe. 制作, this is quite like 制造. Not sure what the difference is. Maybe this also involves... No, I'm not sure. Not sure the difference, actually. But maybe it's not worth knowing the difference. Oh, the making or the production of movies. That's not necessarily manufacturing, whereas 制造, the 造 kind of implies you're making a physical object. 制造. 中国制造, made in China. Yeah, it's funny. Some Chinese people get this as a tattoo. 中国制造, made in China. I'm going to show you now. 文身. Yeah, here you go. Made in China. All right. You don't often see people like this, but you might see something like this. 中国制造, made in China. It's kind of a weird national pride kind of thing. That's just... Is this E or is it Tai? I always get those mixed up. Okay, this is the bad tattoos. So what I'm getting the impression is that when people think of getting tattoos in Chinese, they think they're like always badly drawn and so on. But the ones, most of them are pretty normal and unexciting, so they don't like get spread all over the internet. And the ones that are terrible get spread everywhere. So everyone gets the impression that they're all bad, but most of the time it's like dragons, like pretty cool, but all right. And I get the feeling that a lot of non-Chinese people think Chinese people don't get random Chinese characters tattooed on them. They get random... If you go to like a Chinese tattoo parlor, look at their samples, you'll see all sorts of Chinese people get all sorts of random Chinese characters, English words, Japanese, Arabic, whatever you want. Yeah. So throw out any kind of notion that Chinese people don't get random things tattooed on them. It's less common, I think, but it certainly happens. Yeah, usually they come out looking all right. Is that a character? That's like dragon, right? That's calligraphic dragon, I think. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, I like that one. Yeah, that's nothing, right? Like, oh, 中国制造. There you go. Did you really get that? Made in China. All right. Yeah, so this one looks fine. That's what most tattoos come out like. That's not offensive. It's just a random Chinese character, and you can appreciate the calligraphy, right? It's fine. Most of the time, these tattoos are fine. There you go. Chinese people get random Chinese characters tattooed. It probably means something to him in particular. I don't know, I can't read it from... Oh, this is my life. Oh, that's English. There you go, random English. Yeah, made in China. Yeah, one of these days I should make a video going through all the random things Chinese people get tattooed on them. It works both ways. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, 字. So we talked about 纸质. Oh, 纸质 is this one. Sorry, no, I said the wrong thing. 纸质. So this is paper. Paper material. Yeah, it is used as a suffix, but yeah, we'll have to get ChatGPT to give some examples. It's easier. Can you give me like 10 examples where j is used as a suffix, please? That's not a suffix. 一句. Yeah, there's another system, isn't there? All sorts of systems. 机制, 边界, 限制 limitation, 控制 to control, 管制 法制. This is a legal system, right? So yeah, legal system. 法律系统, but it abbreviates to 法治. What's up with that? What's up with that? All right, 强制. This is to compel. Yeah. 自治. This is the wrong character. Like, let's just put it in here and see what comes up. 配置. No. 配偶制. 一配偶制. What is it? What? 先发制. 先发制人. What is 先发制人? To gain the initiative by striking first. All right, that's a成语. So strike first, control people, I guess. 奴隶, here it is. 奴隶制. This is a slavery system. Yeah, like this one. Like this, please. Yeah, as a true suffix. Whatever you want to call it. 封建制, feudalism system, right? Okay, 君主制. This is like nobles, monarchy. All right. 共和制. This is a republic, but you just use 共和. Oh, you can use 制. All right. Okay. 帝制. So 帝 is 皇帝的帝. 帝制. Yeah. Imperial regime. 专制. This is like patent or monopoly. Oh, really? I didn't know I had that meaning. 等级制. This is a system of equality or something? No. Oh, this would be like a case system, is it? 种姓制度. So this is race surname system. So they call it a judo here. So now I'm even more confused about what's the system and what's not. 世袭度. This is a system of inheritance, such as passing the throne on from father to son, usually. 世袭度. 任期制. So this is like term system. 任期 is like the term, for example, the US president has 4 years, potentially an extra 4 years, and then has to step down. 责任制. System of responsibility. All right. Yeah. That's what I was meaning when I said it can be used as a suffix. But it always means system, doesn't it? And I said the wrong thing before, so this one. 纸质 is not made of paper. So this is also used as a suffix. It's pronounced the same. 铁质, made of iron. Yeah. 非铁质, non-ferrous material. Okay, so 非 is the antonym. So non-ferrous. Non-ferrous metals, etc., etc. You get the idea. All right. I'm taking too long, aren't I? Anyway, I mean, I kind of enjoy it at the same time, doing deep dives. 支 measure word for 支笔 for pens, for teams, 这支队伍，一支队伍，a team. What else is there? Oh, it's used in words like 支持, support. This is more like support in the sense of I support you in your cause, not like 支撑, which means I physically support you from falling down. 支带. No, this is 支持, sorry, 支持, 支架. Oh, 支架 is a holder. So for example, if you have a mobile phone and you want to hold it in place, you might buy a 支架, and the camera can be like, oh, hello, like record you constantly. So you might need a 支架. So that, I guess here it means support, right? 支付, you pay. 支付成功. You hear that a lot. 支出, I don't know. Oh yeah, expenditure. All right, let's continue. Here it's the measure word. I'm not sure what they want us to learn. 这支笔写起来很顺手. Yeah, all right. So it's easy to write with this pen. 枝, this is branch used for trees, used for like branches of, I don't know, companies and governments and whatever, branches like universities. Yeah, what else is there? Yeah, well, there you go. I couldn't think of anything else, and neither can the dictionary. It functions as a measure word, hey? All right. 数的支. Okay, you do not say this. This, you just go 树枝. 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 Branch. All right. 树枝在风中轻轻摇晃. So the branch swayed in the wind. Yeah, so let's say executive branch. Yeah, you do have 部门. Branch. Well, maybe you should use this. Let's ask. Maybe I mean, if I'm wrong, then I need to know it. Okay, can this be used in the sense of a branch of a company, government, university, etc.? 基本不行. Oh, okay. No, really? 分公司, like this is like a sub company, a branch of a company. But 一个.分支. This one. This is what I'm thinking then. 分支. All right, not this branch, not a branch of a tree, but 分支, this one. So I've got those two mixed up. All right, no, yeah, I have to retract that now. Yeah, no. 局部. Okay. Different character. All right. So then, if we go back, so we need to correct that. So this 枝 is 树枝, branch of a tree. There's no way I'm ever saying 树的枝. And 一枝 something, measure word, a branch of 一枝花, 一枝黄花, 一枝玫瑰来. I don't know what that is. What's this? 一枝独秀. 一枝独秀. Only one branch of the tree is thriving. Okay. In League of Your Own. I don't know this one. So I think maybe this is true, but the pencils, it's this one. What? Can be. 2支铅笔. Oh, wow. I don't know. If I saw that, I'd be very tempted to think it's a typo. It should be the other one, right? Huh. Did you not know that? A branch of pencil. All right. So, I mean, the languages evolve, and if enough people make a mistake, the mistake becomes, you know, the norm. So, okay. Very easy to get these confused, it seems. All right. Anyway, let's continue. 值班, to be on duty. Anything else? To work a shift on duty. 今晚由他负责值班. Okay, so he's on duty tonight. 支撑 is prop up in the sense of physically propping up something. Yeah, 支撑起屋顶的重量. So you're propping up the weight of the roof. You're holding it up. It's support. It is used figuratively, but usually used 支持. What does ChatGPT give us? 信念是他坚持下去的重要支撑. Yeah, so ChatGPT gives us a figurative one, but most of the time it is like literal. Yeah. 支撑. Oh, this is plank. Doing the plank. It's called 支撑, is it? I mean, maybe. Yeah, 平板支撑. Okay, so this is planking. For 8 minutes, I can get about 30 seconds. Okay, I had no idea. 支撑屋顶. So you support the roof. 支撑屋顶. Yeah. Oh, 屋顶支撑, roof support. Yeah, 屋顶的支撑梁. Yeah, support beams. All right. Oh, whenever I see buildings like this, I go, oh, I wonder if I could build that in Minecraft. Oh, all right, where were we? 支撑. 支出. This one. Yeah, this one's not very strong. There are other words for expenses. Is it? Yeah, 费用 is very normal. 支出. 费用. Yeah, 开支. This one. This is the one I've seen. 开支. 费用. Sorry, 费用. 报销 reimburse 费用. 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 So, yeah, I think 费用 is much more common. Anyway, 支出. This, I'm going to make a note because I don't know this word. 支出. 家庭每月的主要支出集中在住房和教育上. So the household's monthly primary expenses are concentrated on 住房. Presumably this implies rent, so housing and education. Yeah, so actually, maybe this is referring to statistics rather than a particular house. So housing in general. Households, maybe. Households, yeah. Yeah, primary expenditures. Yeah. So maybe expenditures is a better translation. Expenditures. KG, yeah, there's KG. This is the one I've seen a lot. I haven't seen 支出. 会计. Oh, so this is used in accounting. Oh, okay, so maybe this is a formal word used in technical disciplines like accounting. Yeah, okay, so the hospital expenditures. So is this, these estimates just cover the hospital. So is this the like someone staying in a hospital having to pay, or is this the hospital paying these costs? Unclear to me. 这两笔开支支出 Okay, let's read this one. 把垄断生产商等同于研究上的大量开支将 what? 等同于 so equated to. So 把这个 so monopolize like the people who are in charge of this. That's the word, monopolistic producer. Yeah, equated to 研究上的大量支出 like this. Yeah. Bountiful expenditures on research. All right, just large scale expenditure on research. All right, so 支出 seems to be used in very formal situations. Okay, 相反，半导体 semiconductors 公司 companies 只是从现有的研发支出 Yeah, this is research and development. Research. Development. 研发支出 Sometimes Chinese is a little bit succinct, isn't it? 中摘取更多的专利 This is like squeeze out. But this is Oh. No, sorry, I said the wrong thing. The characters look similar. 摘 is third tone as well. No, I was completely wrong. 榨取 to squeeze out. So 榨 is normally used with juice, like 榨出那个果汁 Yeah, so 现榨果汁 freshly squeezed juice. So here you're squeezing out patents. Yeah, all right. So it is a word, but yeah. 直得, right? So it implies you only have one option. 直得 直得 No. 直得 Really? All right, I need to check this. Wow, there you go. There it is. 直得 Adverb. All right, ChatGPT is right. 直得 So this is third tone, second tone. 直得时间紧迫，他只得放弃原计划。So he only has one option, and that is to abandon the original plan. 直得 Yeah, I'm gonna make a little note of this. I don't really know it. 得 Why is it 得 and not they? Anyway, let's move on. So this is maybe the 得 is like 不得不的得。决定 is appointed. So it's kind of locked in by means of like pointing. That guy. You're now the president. 决定 No, you're now in charge of research. I am pointing to you. Yeah, you're in charge of research. You're in charge of the budget. You're in charge of etc. etc. You can also go, we will meet here on the map, right? This is our appointed location. All right. 决定 appoint, designate might be a better one even. All right. 老师决定他作为小组负责人. So this person is the responsible person in charge of the little group. No, it's like the group. So maybe you have a group project at school, and this person's in charge. All right. So the teacher appointed that person to be in charge. 朱芳 first time, right? Oh, 朱芳 first time, second time. Sorry. 朱芳 Fat. This is what you'll see if you buy packaged products in China. It'll be on the packaging, on the nutrition guide. 多量摄入 meaning to absorb. 摄入脂肪不利于健康. So the excessive absorption of fat is detrimental to health. Yeah, this one. Okay, 局部. 局部. So 局 meaning only. 顾 we saw this, like we saw 不顾 before, didn't we? 顾 means to care about or pay attention to. So 局顾 means you're only paying attention to. I feel like these are two separate words. This is not really a word. It's two words. 他局顾低头看手机. Preoccupied with. Okay, so now I understand why they count it as a word, because it's not functioning purely as two separate words. They come together with that kind of meaning pertaining to what that meaning, what you would infer. However, yeah, it kind of has evolved or has an extended meaning. 局顾低头看手机，没注意到路况. So he's only looking at his phone, like 低头看手机, and crossing the road, not looking at the traffic. I'm gonna get in trouble. Okay, 局顾不能局顾眼前. I've definitely seen that before. 不管将来. So yeah, you can't only pay attention to what's immediately in front of you. You need to and 不能不管将来. So you can't not care about the future. 他绝顾想着心事. All right. So he's only doing this and is not doing whatever this is. 没注意到有什么不对. Okay. Unspecific. 当今电影就是只顾赚钱, only care about making money. 只顾赚钱. Oh, I kind of like this phrase. I mean, I don't like 只顾赚钱, the action, but that word I might be able to use. Anyway. Oh, we have a 成语. There's far fewer 成语 at this level. I get the feeling you probably can infer what it means very quickly because you know 重要, important. 至关重要. So it's important to the extent of being 关 critical or something like this. So extremely important. 关, yeah, so you know the word 关键? 至关重要. So yeah, 至关重要. 数据安全在信息时代至关重要. So data security in the information age is critical. 指挥. All right, so 指挥 is something like command. Yes. Direct, conduct in the sense of a conductor, right? 现场有经验丰富的人员统一指挥. So okay, so 现场 could be like a scene of a crime or something like this. Could be anything really. There are people with plentiful experience, sort of coming together, unified, and commanding, saying, you do this, you do this, you do this. Anything. All right. 智力. This is something like intellect or maybe, I don't know, IQ or no, 智商. 智商 is the literal IQ. This is your like thinking power. Yeah. 这类游戏有助于开发智力. So this game facilitates developing intellect. Yeah, some games are like that. When I was young, Yeah, I played Civilization, and it's a strategy game. Not only do you learn like strategy and how to play games like that, thinking strategically, but you also learn like history. So you can like redo history, but okay, now I'm China. All right. Chile. Chile refers to so the G normally refers to medical treatment, but here not usually. Chile is more like the management. Usually it's like government or some official will come along and manage something, like 安全治理 or this sort of thing, managing safety. 环境治理, so environmental, it's more like management. Manage. Yeah. Govern? Kind of, yeah. 要长期投入. Yeah, environmental management. It's to manage in that sense. Yeah. Often you hear the phrase 综合治理. 综合治理. They come together. Comprehensive management. 综合治理. It's kind of unspecific. They can do anything. It's yeah, kind of thing. What other kinds of 治理 are there? Special treatment. Well, in cities, treatment in the sense of management of cities. 适合治理. No, 适合治理国事. So to like to govern national matters. 无法治理, ungovernable. Yeah. 制品. So this functions as a suffix, right? So for example, 奶制品. Yeah, 奶制品, dairy products. So milk-made products. 奶制品. 奶制品. Yeah, you get the idea. So 制品. Yeah, 这些手工制品. So this is handmade products or handicrafts, handwork. You get the idea. 做工精细. Yeah. 手工制品. What other 制品 are there? So milk. Oh, 化学制品, chemical products. Let's say things made from industrial chemicals. 蛋制品, things made from eggs. 愤怒制品, stupid donkey products. Don't ask me what that means. 发血液制品. What? Blood products. Oh, 血液制品. Blood products. Maybe that makes sense in a context where you've got blood transfusions. 塑料制品, like plastic-made products. 玻璃制品, glass-made products. Yeah. No, I was right before, wasn't I? To some degree, when I said 制, it can function as a suffix. Here it is. 复制品. This is a reproduction. Yeah, so reproduced products. Yeah. 仿制品. So 仿 is no, maybe like mock or yeah, it's a replica. 仿制品. Imitation. That's a good one. 仿制品, 手工制品, 木制品. Yeah, this one. Stuff made from wood. All right, you get the idea. 指示. 指示 is to indicate, usually by you can indicate using like gesticulations, like gesture and point out something. You can also indicate, I don't know, other things, like less literally. 请严格按照操作指示执行. Okay, so this is not like an indication. This is more like instruction. Yeah. So it can be point out. 指示. 只是一个问题 or something like this, right? 只是一个问题。只是在士气或者动机上的问题。Yeah, so you can point out a problem with morale or motivation. Yeah. All right. 只是 So sometimes you have like 结果 the results indicate 结果只是 the results indicate this. You can read that if you like. Yeah. But 只是 So these are often used as non-literal. It doesn't actually involve pointing, right? I mean, it can, but yeah, okay. So it also functions as a noun. So pointing is like, oh, there's a problem over there. There's something over there you should pay attention to. So that's a verb, but you've also got the noun meaning instructions. 简单的指示, simple instructions. Or yeah, 我接到指示, 讲话要简短. So I received instructions. Yeah. All right. 听两个按照操作指示执行. So operation instructions. All right. 之所以 So 之所以是因为 yeah. 它成功之所以并非偶然. Actually, maybe you can do this. Yeah. So this is like for the reason. No, hold on. No. Well, yeah, this one. It's using a grammar structure. Let's have a look. 之所以是因为 this one. Actually, what if I click that? Oh, it can figure out this dot. All right. 它之所以这样是因为那样 right? 它之所以挑你的刺 Is that like picks on you? Oh, okay. 挑刺 it looks like a simple verb. So he picks on you 是因为喜欢你。他喜欢你。All right. 之所以出现这种情况，是因为他们被认为是公平的、值得信赖的。So this occurs because they're perceived as fair and trustworthy. Maybe what occurs is like requests for judgment or something like this, or like mediation. 他们之所以兼职 So the reason they're engaged in part-time work 是因为他们只能找到兼职工作 is because they can only find part-time work. Yeah. So they only do part-time work is because that's it. There's nothing else. So maybe I will say something like 我之所以学习少见的汉字是因为我已经学过常见的汉字 Yeah, I'm not sure if I said that entirely correctly, but you know. The reason I study rare characters is because I've already studied all the common characters. There's only rare ones left. All right, next. 11 to 40. All right. 职位 employment position. So, not 100% sure. 职位 position. Yeah, position in the sense of job. Yeah, 他在公司担任管理职位 And yeah, a managerial position. Right. 职务 So yeah, 务 is your duties, like 任务, right? What you need to do, the tasks and things you need to do. And the 职 implies it's related to your employment. So it's your employment duties. 职务 I'm not sure about these. It's your job in the sense of when you go to work, you do your job, right? 他的职务是项目负责人 So her employment duties are, oh, so here it is position, isn't it? So if you're using it as a person, yeah, she's responsible for the program, whatever that program is. 秩序. 秩序 is order in the sense of public order, not chaos, right? All right. 现场在工作人员引导下恢复了秩序. All right. So 现场 it's pretty abstract. It's like just something happened there, you know, what do you call it? The scene. Yeah, very, very unspecific. So this unspecific thing where something unspecific happened, the workers guided, under the guidance of the workers, we 恢复了秩序, we restored order, as opposed to chaos. Yeah. G is like doubt, question, problem, apprehension, this sort of thing. Something's in your mind is wrong. Yeah. A verb. Normally it's a noun. 这一结论受到了部分专家的质疑. All right. So usually it's a noun, but why is it listed as a verb? 他们质疑, oh, that's a verb, isn't it? 他们质疑这项法律是否符合宪法. So they questioned whether or not the law is consistent with the Constitution. 这些结果的可信程度 reliability 已受到质疑. Yeah, 受到质疑. This is also a verb, isn't it? Has been questioned. Yeah, 受到质疑. So this is unspecific about who is doing the questioning, isn't it? 有人质疑安全措施是否充分. So the people are questioning whether or not the safety measures are adequate. All right, 质疑. Yeah, 质疑 is kind of convenient for changing a topic. Or maybe someone asks you a multi-factor question and you answer the first part and then you go 至于 as for, and then you change on to a different part of the question and then answer that. Yeah. 至于 as for. Yeah, as for. 至于结果如何还需要进一步观察. Yeah. So it kind of indicates you're changing the topic or changing the direction of conversation in some way. Yeah, onto whatever this is. 职员 employee. Sorry, 1 second. Right, where were we? 职员 employee, office worker. 职员. So it is a kind of blue collar. No, sorry, white collar job, is it? So you would not refer to like laborers as employees? 职员, I'm not sure. 新入职的职员正在接受培训. Yeah, so newly employed or newly entered a company. Yeah. Employees are currently, so 正在 means right now, right? It's now. Yeah, in English you say now. Not like, yeah. Not like in general, this sort of thing. Like, so if you say 正在, I would expect them to be like, if I went to the room that they're in, I will watch them do this kind of thing. 正在接受培训. Yeah. Yeah, if it said something like 现在 instead, you're not sure, are you? I mean, maybe it's the weekend and they're not at work, but for like, there's 2 weeks of employment and there's a weekend in the middle, that sort of thing. And it still is kind of 现在, but 正在 kind of implies right now. Yeah, right now they're doing it. So 职员, I want to ask about this. So I'll just go here. What kind of employees can Juyuan refer to? Juyuan. I only want the examples. I don't want all the other stuff. 公司有100名职员. Yeah, not senior management. That's true. So not used for these casual laborers. So okay. So let's say a fisherman, a fisherman, a miner, a dentist, a lawyer. Fisherman, manual labor. Okay, miner, no. Yeah, Yumin, no. But it needs to be office admin. Okay, miner, same problem. Dentist, no, unless office, like a dental nurse would count as this. Not really. You have to be doing office stuff. Office stuff. Office tasks. So, all right. So maybe like a secretary or a dentist. Okay. And a lawyer, no. All right. So Yinhang Juyuan. Okay, so this is like bank worker, company worker. Okay. Government. Yiguan? Government organ. Yeah. Government organ worker. Government organ in this sense, right? Government organ worker. All right. So then a typist, a secretary, what else? Like what else? An accountant? I don't even know what a typist is. Do typists still exist? People type their own things. A manager? A CEO? No, not a CEO. That's too high up, isn't it? Not a CEO. Usually no. Okay, manager is too high level. 经理. Okay, so typist 打字员. Okay, 秘书会计. All right. Yeah, so this is more complicated than I thought. I mean, obviously I learned the word Juyuan many years ago, but yeah, I didn't do the deep dive until just now. All right, so we're talking office worker, white collar jobs. So you're not getting out your pickaxe and mining coal. And so typist, accountant, whatever. All right, 局座. So this 座 means to be responsible for something. Yeah, the 局 pertains to employment. 认真履行职责. So this is your employment duties. What's the difference? This one's I'm not sure. 是每位员工的基本要求. Yeah, so fulfill your employment duties industriously. Let's ask. Any idea of the difference between and 职务? Not that 职务. The other 职务. 职务 is also plant, isn't it? What you're supposed to do, the job title or role itself. All right. The first one, 职责, they're both like employment responsibilities. Translates to that basically. The first one 职责强调你应承担的工作或责任。example 完成项目是你的职责。Completing this project is your work duty. All right, that makes sense. 职务强调你所在的岗位。So this is more like, this is position. All right. So this is perhaps overall, much more broad overall. Rather, all right. Okay, so 职位本身，升任公司的高级职务。So this is a high level, like promoted to a high level position. All right. A little tricky, isn't it? All right, let us continue. Where were we? This one. Okay. 指责is like criticize in the sense of condemn or point out fault. Yeah. Denounce. Oh, I like that one. 指责。他并没有一味指责他人，而是反思自己。All right, so he emphatically did not 一味指责 stubbornly. I don't know this word. Blindly makes more sense to me than the others. Criticize others, but rather reflecting on himself. Yeah, sometimes I'm doing things like that and other people interpret it as criticism and so on. Anyway, 指责, it's pretty strong. There are other ones. I tend to use 怪, 也怪我, don't blame me. Oh, there's also 批评. 批评 is criticize. Yeah. 指责 is stronger than 批评, right? All right, this is 侄子, cousin. I believe cousin. Oh, 侄子, and the other one is 侄女. No, 侄女, this one. Niece. Oh, did I say the wrong thing? I said cousin, 侄子. Nephew. Yeah, sorry, nephew. So we had 外甥 and 外甥女. So 外甥, okay, this is sister's son. And it doesn't matter whether elder or younger sister, right? And sister's daughter, and 侄子, brother's son, and 侄女, brother's daughter. All right. I don't know, I never learnt any of this. All right. 他们周末常带侄子去公园玩。All right. 中 all right, I'm going to have a look at this. 中 fourth tone. 中 okay, so for example, like 中彩票 to win the lottery. Yeah. So this is fourth tone. To hit a target. Yeah, 中靶子. 射中靶子. To be struck by, to win the lottery. Yeah. 这个方案在成本和效果之间比较折中。Compromise. This is first tone. Anyway, let's move on. 中 fourth tone. It's a verb, so we'll put a le there. 我家几乎像中了魔一样。中了魔? What's 中魔? X. Oh, okay, so 中魔 is to, like, be cursed, right? 他发现自己中了圈套, it fell into a trap. It's a trap. 子弹击中了他的颈部. Yeah, so 击中了, shot him in the neck. Well, the bullet got him in the neck, or whoever shot him got him in the neck. Yeah. All right, 中 to bulge or swell. Yeah, like a bump or a protrusion. 他的脚被蚊子咬后，有些肿。So his foot was bitten by a mosquito and it bulged as a result. The other one you need to know is 肿瘤. 肿, so bulge, but 肿瘤 is a tumor. It might be a tumor. It's not a tumor. That kind of tumor. All right. Is there another one? There's another one I'm thinking of. This one, 肿胀. Is it 肿胀? Swelling. Okay, this one. What is edema? I'm not sure. Go ask a medical professional. 肿胀舌, swollen tongue. 肿胀期. Whoa, intermittent state. All right. Anyway, get the idea. They all pertain to swelling in some way. This one's easy. 中等. You know this one, right? We encountered 高等 and 初等 already, right? So 中等 is in between. 高等, 初等, 中等, like middle level. 他的成绩处于中等水平. So middle level achievement, middle level. Yeah, middle level. Yeah, so with the HSK reform, so 1, 2, 3 now counts as 初等. 4, 5, 6 is 中等. 7, 8, 9 is 高等, right? So this is 中等. 种地, to plant things in the ground. 爷爷年轻时靠种地为生. Yeah, so literally 种 is to plant a plant, to plant a tree, to plant seeds in the ground, literal. So this one looks a little bit figurative. So it means to plant things in the ground, but it looks like it's to farm, 种地. Okay. Yeah. So 种地为生. So this is to farm as a living. Okay. 终点. Yeah, as opposed to 起点. 起点 is the start. 终点 is the end. Such as 以路程为终点的列车紧张激战. Do you know what that means? So I used to live in Beijing, and when the subway would come, the announcement would be 以路程为终点的列车. Yeah. So do you know this grammar structure? 以 pla, 为 pla. With this as this. So with 路程, which is a place in Beijing, I'm not sure if I typed that correctly, but it's the rough idea. 以路程为终点. So the 列车, the train with 路程 as the final stop. And then it's 即将进站. It's about to arrive at the station. 即将进站. I've memorized this phrase because I've heard it so many times at the subway. 以路程为终点的列车即将进站. Yeah, that's when I know my there it is. 以路程为终点的列车即将进站. Yeah. I memorized that. Just heard it way too many times. 马拉松 marathon 的终点设在体育场. So the end of the marathon is set in the stadium. Yeah, that happens in the Olympics. They run around the farms in the town, and then at the end of the marathon they run into the stadium, and yeah. 中毒. So we saw 中 here, fourth tone. 中毒 is to be poisoned. Yeah. 中毒. Yeah, I don't know. 误食野生蘑菇. So mistakenly, this 食 can mean to eat. In a medical context, yeah, it often means to eat. So mistakenly eating wild mushrooms 可能导致中毒. So maybe you'll get poisoned if you eat the wrong mushrooms. This is first tone. 中断, such as to interrupt. For example, you interrupt a broadcast, or maybe your signal is interrupted, that sort of thing. It's not interrupted as in 打断. You should not interrupt me, or 插嘴. Yeah, 中断. To interrupt. There's also this one. 中断, to sever communications. Oh no, that's probably better as 断绝, right? Let me just sever communication. Like, I'm not talking to you. No, maybe this is 断绝. 断绝, this one. Oh my god. 断绝. Yeah, this is better. 断绝. So sever diplomatic relations. Yeah, that's 断绝. That's better. Yeah, 中断. So 断绝 implies that you're doing it. Like, I'm severing diplomatic relations with your country. And 中断 is kind of more like the communication channel is faulty, right? The signal is faulty. 网络故障. Yeah, so web malfunction. 使会议被迫中断, cause the meeting to be interrupted. Yeah. So signal interruption or this sort of thing. 比赛因下雨中断了几次. Okay, so the competition was interrupted by rain. Yeah, 供电中断. So the power supply was interrupted. So this is the power cuts. This is more like blackouts or something like this, right? Power cuts. Not sure if that's the correct phrase. Yeah. 火警中断了. Sorry. 那次讲座. So the lecture was interrupted by 被突然鸣响的火警. Yeah, so the like suddenly ringing fire alarm. Yeah. All right. 中断, interrupted. 中奖, we're back to fourth tone. 中奖, to win a prize. Yeah, 中奖, win the lottery or like whatever. 他第一次中奖, 非常激动. Yeah, that's not a big deal. 众人is the masses. One of the many words that mean the masses, right? Everyone. All right. 在众人的注意下, 他走上舞台. So yeah, so he went on the dance stage in front of everyone. 终身. Yeah, this is sorry. Oh, I got to scratch. Oh, satisfying. What was it? 终身 is one's whole life. 终身后悔, something like this. 终身学习, 终身 is it 后悔? Regret? Maybe not. 终身学习. 终身会员, life membership. 托付终身的人. All right. So this is I entrust her with my my whole life, lifelong. 终身 for her whole life 都是这样的人. 劳苦人的卫士. Champion of the poor. All right. I haven't heard that phrase before, but all right. 终身监禁. All right, it's a little bit different. So we saw 一辈子. So maybe 一辈子后悔 is a better choice. yeah, so regret for life. There's also 全身. This one. Oh, 全身 is not whole life, is it? There is another one, whole life. 终身. I recall there being another one. Oh, maybe it's just that. There's also 后半生. 后半生. The afternoon of life. 后半生. The latter half of one's life. So yeah, 后半生. So from now onwards, basically, for the rest of your life. Yeah, so paralyzed for the rest of the life, etc., etc. 那女人后半生的生活怎样? In your afterlife. I don't think it means afterlife. 来世死后的生活, yeah. I don't know, maybe it does mean that in some sort of figurative. This one, 来世, no. Anyway, what are we doing? 终身. 终身. So it looks like lifelong is a good translation, used as an adjective. 终身伴侣. 终身伴侣. Okay, so lifelong companion. 终身学习, lifelong learning. 终身教授. So this is lifetime professor. Presumably it's tenured professor or something like this. Professor for life. Yeah, you say tenured professor. 终身监制. Oh, 监制, imprison. So life imprisonment. All right. All right, so it's not exactly what I was thinking. So this is life, a whole life. Yeah. 学习应当是终身的过程. So a lifelong process. Study is a lifelong process. 中暑. We're back to fourth tone 中暑. This is to have heat stroke. Yeah. You get too hot. 高温作业容易中暑. Yeah. It's a verb. 你中暑了. It happens in summer. 众所周知. We have a 成语. It's a 成语 meaning everyone knows. 众所周知. Here, if you use it at the start of the sentence, it's like everyone knows or as everyone knows. 健康比财富更重要. Yeah, so as everyone knows, health is more important than wealth. 中头 is 小时. Yeah. 他等了整整2个钟头. So he waited a full 2 hours. All right. Yeah. You do see this sometimes, but it's relatively rare. 重心, like center of mass or something, right? Center of gravity. 讨论的重心. Okay, this is figurative. 逐渐转向实际问题. All right, so yeah, so the center of gravity of this discussion, right? 重心. The Barry Center comes up. Barry Center. Center of gravity. Yeah, so this is the physical center of mass, right? 他将身体的重心, so his weight, there's like a center of mass. I don't know, is it different to center of gravity? Maybe. I haven't studied physics in a while. 从一只脚挪到另一只脚上. So he shifted his center of mass from one foot, he moved over and now it's on another. Yeah. Yeah. So here is a more figurative one. 结婚后, after getting married, 大多数女人会把重心从工作转移到家庭上. So this is the center of mass figuratively, like women after getting married are focusing less on career and more on family. All right, 中训. This is the middle 10 days of the month. So yeah, we talked about this when we encountered 上旬 and 下旬. This is 中旬. So 上旬 is the first 10 days, then we've got the next 10 days, this is 中旬, and then we've got the 下旬, which can be more than 10 days. It can also be less than 10 days. It's just whatever's left. Yeah. 报告将在本月中旬发布. The report was published. No, the report will be published this month in the middle of the month. 中央 center, middle, used both like with respect to like geometry, with like physical center of something, and also central government. 文件已提交到中央有关部门. So the documents were submitted to the central relevant departments. Yeah, so literal center in the sense of the middle of something. Like you have an object, that's the middle, right in the middle. But yeah. Oh, central heating. I didn't know it could be done, but it makes sense. 燃气中央供暖系统. Yeah, so gas central provide heat system. Yeah. 中央政府 central government. Yeah. Yeah, 他们在院子中央, so the center of the courtyard. 有一个排球场. There's a volleyball court. Yeah. So in the like the middle. All right. 州, right. So this is tricky. Why is it tricky? Because so in places like America, you might have 加利福尼亚州, California, right? So they're Joels. So Joel in America, in Australia, in Canada, I think as well. Yeah, they are Joels, and Joels in these Western countries are states, right? Yeah, presumably many other countries have states, but I'm not up to date on them. And what's next? But in China, it's different. Guangzhou. This is not a state. This is a city, right? Guangzhou, right? Dezhou. Dezhou. Actually, Dezhou is ambiguous. There is a city in China called Dezhou. It's a city. There is a state in America called Texas. You may have heard of it. Yeah, so in America it's a state. In China it's a city, right? Yeah. Suzhou, city. So if it's in China it's a city. If it's in America it's a state. If it's in Australia it's a state. 维多利亚州. The state of Victoria. 维多利亚州. Etc. etc. So that's the trap. Zhou in China is a city. Zhou in other countries is a state. I don't know why. Presumably there is some logic there. Yeah. 美国有多个州组成. So America is made from many states. 50 specifically. This zhou is Honji. Yeah. So we're 早上喝一碗热粥很舒服. Yeah, I don't know. Drink a bowl of congee. So where are images? So 小米粥. 小米粥 is very popular. I prefer it with pumpkin. 南瓜小米粥. I like this one. 南瓜小米粥. 腊八粥. This one, like 8 bean sauce or 8 bean congee. I recall it having 8 beans in there in somewhere, something in that ballpark. Yeah. What other ones are there? Oh, there's just 白米粥. This is just this one. And so, yeah, it's flavorless, but you always add stuff to it. You're not going to just eat it by itself. Yeah. Oh, 八宝粥. Maybe this is the one I was thinking of with 8 beans. 八宝粥. Oh, are they the same thing? 八宝粥 and 腊八粥. Are they the same thing? I'm not sure. Oh, I remember this. You can have congee in a can. Yeah, one of my flights was delayed at some point, and they gave us snacks, and this was it. Like, oh, it wasn't the greatest thing. I guess it was something. Not really to my taste. 粥 congee. Okay, 周边. 周, yeah, like 四周 sort of represents your surroundings, right? 周边, yeah, like all around, that sort of thing. 景区周边, 餐饮设施齐全. Yeah, so this would be around some sort of scenic region. Yeah. Periphery. On the periphery of the scenic region. 周到. This 周, yeah, 周到. This is like thoughtful, right? 周到. So you might be thoughtful when you're looking after a guest. 周到, or maybe it's service as well, right? 他考虑问题一向非常周到. Yeah, so this is when thinking about a problem. This is like thorough, more like thorough. There's a 服务, right? Yeah, 服务很周到. So companies advertise their service as 周到. So you'll see this on like signage and things like this. 这家旅馆服务周到. So the 旅馆, hotel, kind of. Yeah, I guess it is. 服务周到. And then 待客. 周到的各项待客. Maybe 对待. Yeah, 和最周到的对待他人. So yeah, most considerate towards others. So considerately treat others, that sort of thing. Yeah, it means you kind of thought of everything, put effort into this. Thoughtful. 周期. 周期 is a period. You may have heard of such things as the periodic table of the elements. 元素. 周期表. So period here, each horizontal is periods, right? Yeah, 周期表. So element, period, 表 is table. Yeah, so this is the Chinese one. Yeah, every element in the periodic table gets its own special character. We get a new character every time an element is, well, officially discovered. Yeah. So that's a period. 周期. 这种作物的生长周期. So growth period. 较短. 作物 would be crop, right? Crop. 农作物. 生长周期 period. The growth cycle. So normally 周期 refers to things that cycle. 周 will refer to cycles, like 一周年. 一周年. First anniversary. Yeah. So the first cycle of a year. 周期. What other 周期 are there? Yeah, menstrual cycle. 妇女的平均月经 menses 周期是28天. Reproductive cycle 生育周期. Periodic, yeah, with a 性, you stick a 性 as a suffix, it turns whatever into a noun. So it goes from period to periodic. 周期性检查, so periodic checks or inspections, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Anyway, you got the idea. Let us continue. 1741 to 1770. We're getting there. Nearly finished. All right. Right, where were we? Right. 猪, measure word for stumps, but also like plants. All right. 农民小心的, is this 在 or 在? I always get this wrong. 在 first tone. All right. No wonder I get it wrong. 在 to plant. 在下 梅株水稻 is a rice crop. So 梅株一株水稻. Yeah, so what else can we do? 一株一株植物一株水稻一株植物 all right. 一株小豌豆 yeah, so this one's a little tricky. So 一株南瓜 so the 株 can function as a measure word. I believe this is correct, but I'm not 100% sure. I remember encountering it at some point. 一株藤 one vine 有一个小南瓜 I do remember encountering this, but I'm not seeing examples of it. So maybe last time, yeah, maybe what if we do 番茄? 一盆番茄 So it's like you can use measure words for fruit like this, right? So 番茄 is a fruit, like tomato. There it is, 一株番茄. 株 is a measure word for plants. So it's a plant of tomatoes, right? It's a little surprising. Oh, wow, 一丛西红柿. 丛 is like a thicket. Wow, a thicket of tomatoes. Yeah, sometimes measure words are a little bit unexpected or behave in unexpected ways. So, 一株指丁香? What is, I don't know, it looks like some sort of UN text. Lilac. Okay, so this. I don't know this plant or flower. 一株花? Really? Oh yeah, I guess so. But normally it's 一朵花 is a flower, but maybe 一株花 is a plant. A flowering plant? No, a plant of flowers. But this is just a flower. Like this, yeah. 一株玫瑰花. This one. So this is a plant of roses. Yeah, measure words can be, whoops, a little bit unexpected. But 每一株花. Yeah, normally you're taught 一朵花. Or the other one is 一簇花. This one. Like a bouquet. A bouquet of flowers. 一簇花. Yeah, 一簇花图片. All right, anyway. 株 measure word for plants. Yeah, so like a plant of rice. Drun. Okay, so drun is like turn around or rotate. Let's have a look. So drun. Yep. Turn, change direction, transfer. Yeah, drun fa. So someone gives you something, you give it to someone else, kind of thing. All right. Drun. Oh yeah, there's this one. Yeah, a little tricky. 它把方向盘 steering wheel 轻轻一转 I don't know, you got to do it gently. 车辆顺行顺利掉头 What? What is 掉头? Oh, turn around. Not 颠倒 Not turn over. Okay. So 轻轻一 so this will be 转 fourth tone then. 轻轻 oh, it can be this one as well. To turn is fourth and third tone. Uh-oh. Chinese! Oh. All right, let's move on. I don't want to get too far down that rabbit hole in the rabbit hole. 砖 is a brick. 砖. There it is, 砖. 工人正在搬运砖块. 砖块 is a two-character version for brick. 修建房屋. Anything else we need to know? Tile? Yeah, brick, but tiles as well. So can you say 瓷砖? Sorry, I need to find a character. That one? Yeah, 瓷砖, ceramic tile. So it's sort of, the 砖 here is somewhat flexibly used. Yeah. All right, let us continue. 转动. This is transfer in the sense of transferring resources or something, or mobilizing. No. Oh, no. I was wrong, basically. 转动. Yeah, this one. Rotate, revolve. 转动. 机器的齿轮. 齿轮 is gears. 齿轮. So the gears of the mechanism 不断转动. So they're rotating. 转动. Yeah. Anything else we need to know? Not really. They're all much the same. 转动. Yeah. All right. Let's continue. 装备. 装备 is equipment, such as a soldier may have equipment. They'll need certain equipment before going into a war zone. 登升者. So this is a mountain climber. 需要准备专业装备. So they need to prepare specialized equipment. Anything else? Oh, it's a verb, 装备. Yeah, it can function as a verb meaning to equip. So 装备有装备有18升发动机. 发动机 is engine / motor. So 0.8 liter engine. So it is equipped with, something is equipped with it. Some car. Don't ask me. All right. So it can function as a verb. 庄稼. This is 庄稼 is crops as well, right? So 农作物 crop, 农作物 or just 作物 and 庄稼. I don't know the difference. I'm not even sure there is a difference. 庄稼. But all three are very common. 秋天田里的庄稼已经成熟. 成熟, it means mature, but presumably here it means ripe. Yeah. So the crops in the field are ripe. 转换. So this is 转换. So turn and swap. Yeah. 它迅速. 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 转换了思路. It's like turn your mind around, change your mind. 因为突发情况. So switch, transform. Transform is a good one. Or convert. Yeah. 转换. 转换. 转换为数字数据 so transform it into digital data. Yeah. 转换一下辩论的焦点 so this is like shift the focus, right? 焦点 is the focus in this case, in this context of the debate. 转换频道转换频道 you can just say 换频道 not sure if that's the best example. 转换为 transformed into 另一种类型 so transformed into another type. 转换一下思维 Alright, so these are all transform. 语音转换 so transform, I don't know. 专注之间转换时 Oh, I need more context. What's this one? 为了保持货币的转换性 transformation, conversibility of currency. How do you transform currency? So you can exchange it, but it's not like it changes into something else. Alright. Anyway. 转换转交 so this is like retransmit, right? 转交 maybe someone gives you their homework and you give it to your teacher. Yeah. 信件由秘书转交给负责人 so the information was passed on to the relevant person in charge by the secretary. Yeah. 专科 I nearly said 专利 that's the next one. 专科 what is 专科 like this is domain specific, is it? Specialized subject branch, specialized training school. This is a new word for me. 专科 I'm just going to make a note. Whoops. 专科 okay, so 科 is like field of study or something, right? Branch of study. And this is a specialized branch of study. 他在医院的内科专科工作 so 内科专科 so 内科 was general medicine. I don't know, but it does feel a bit academic. 专科 junior college. So 带孩子去看了位专科大夫 is 医生 大夫 this one 专科大夫 so a specialist doctor. So it's not specifying what the speciality is, but it is a specialist doctor. Okay, 专科医生 Okay, that seems to be a very common collocation. So 专科医生专科学院 specialist college. 专科学院专科学位 associate degree. I'm not so sure about that. 专科学校专科医生专科以上学历 Hold on. 专科 is this college graduate degree? I don't know. All right, let's continue. 专利 is a patent. So this is you apply for a patent and now you are the patent owner holder of a guitar or whatever. I don't know, I'm not an inventor. Let's pretend guitars can be patented. And that means you have legal rights to produce it, and it also inhibits or legally prevents other people from producing guitars. 就像新技术以申请专利保护 Okay, so applied for patent protection. Now, this can also be used figuratively. 专利 so it does mean patent, but it's often used figuratively. So these are all painted. These are all the literal ones. All right, let's ask ChatGPT. Can you give me examples of "专利" used figuratively? Yeah, describe something unique, exclusive, or original. Yeah, literally patent, but figurative. 他发明的幽默方式 all right, 几乎成了他的专利. So he discovered some kind of humorous method. I don't know what this could refer to. Maybe has some like specific style of humor, and that's his patent. So like he does this, he kind of cornered the market on that style of humor. 他对烹饪，他对烹饪cooking 烹饪的创新手法几乎是家族里的专利。So 家族 is a clan, but it's probably like your family. Like among your family, she's the one who's the most innovative in cooking. So she has that patent, not literal. 这种表达风格在文学圈 literature circles 文学圈 this one 里被认为是他的专利。So some method of expression, some style of expression is his patent. So yeah, not literal. Yeah. 在朋友圈中里他的冷笑话几乎是专利。Yeah, so he's good with 冷笑话 dry wit, corny jokes. Yeah, that sort of thing. All right, let's continue. We don't need to do them all. 专利 that's not 专利 is here. 专利 is here. So literal and figurative. 转让 So yeah, so if a CEO becomes like elderly or something, they might take their company and transfer it to their child or that sort of thing. They take it, usually it's a company, and you give it to some other person or body in order for them to then manage. They're in charge now. 公司决定将部分居权 Okay, we'll go back to that. This 居 is your limbs. So, okay. 转让给合作方 So they're giving some part. Oh, it's not 居 Sorry, I misread that. No wonder it didn't make sense. 股权 So this is 股份股票的股 股权 So this is what was it? Equity rights, stock rights. 权 is 权利 not power but rights. 权利 Okay, so they're giving 部分 This is not department, is it? This is part. So some percentage of stock rights transferred to some collaborative partner. Wow, this is too much business for me. I'm not an expert at business. And by not an expert, I'm near completely unknowledgeable. 他把财产转让给了儿子 This is the normal one. So, okay, so he has some property in the sense of assets. Maybe he's about to die. That's what usually happens. He's getting old. Or like at a certain point you just go, oh, I have enough money for life. Why would I work? This sort of thing. Maybe, or at least I have enough money to do what I want to do for the rest of my life. Well, I'm just going to do that. Yeah, so he takes his assets, transfers it to his son. Yeah. Maybe, or maybe he's like, I don't know, suffering dementia and may make inappropriate financial decisions, etc. etc. 该信用证不能转让. So this is like credit, but credit certificate, letter of credit. So if you have good credit, you cannot transfer it to someone else. Oh, I think you can also transfer membership, right? Or at least often they say you can't do that. 转让成员or 会员. Yeah, 会员积分快车的完成转让. Okay, so completely transferable. So this is like points. So member points. 快车. I don't know what the 快车 means. Yeah, all right. 账号及会员优惠. Okay, so membership benefits. Jun, this Jun is a fancy way of saying all, like 都. Jun 不得转让. Oh, okay, you're not allowed to transfer. Yeah, all this you cannot transfer. Yeah, that's another one, isn't it? All right, 转身, to turn around. Is there anything else? Oh, no, I don't know that one. No, just to turn around, to like physically turn around. 转身, 转过身去. 他转身离开, 不再回头. Yeah, turned around, left, and didn't look back. 专题, yeah, like a specialized topic, maybe a research topic, specific topic. Yeah. 电视台制作了一期环境保护的专题节目. So that means they're discussing environmental protection and nothing else. They're not going off topic. 专题. So this is their 专题, environmental protection. Yeah. 转移. 转移 is to divert. So usually you divert funds or resources to somewhere else. 资金已转移到指定账户. So the funds have been diverted to the appointed account. 转移. This, okay, transferred maybe. Yeah, but you can also divert like resources. 资源. So yeah, so some water resources. No, it's not great.把资源转移到. So take the resources and kind of transfer, divert them to 能力最高的这个, to this company. And entrepreneur. 企业家 entrepreneur. This one, divert resources. 他会将资源转移到需要的地方. So they're taking resources and diverting it to where they're needed, right? That's a common phrase I'm used to seeing. All right, anyway. So transfer, but also kind of divert. Like it implies they were originally going to go over there. They were earmarked for over there, but now they're going over there. All right. 专用. So 专用 is exclusive use. So you often see like 专用for like iPhone salespeople. So it means they have the like legal permission by Apple to sell iPhones. So 专用. 专用, special dedicate. Yeah. 这条道路为公交车专用. Actually, yeah, this is a different usage, isn't it? This is a bus only lane. Only 公交车 is allowed to use that. So bus special use lane. But yeah, 专用. Where's the meaning I was? So dedicated satellite. 专用卫星线路。Special adapters 专用适配器。Where's the meaning I was after? How can I get this? 1 second. I'll have to think for a second. Yeah, so sometimes like I go for walks and take photos of signage and so on. So 专用, here are some examples of 专用. I didn't find the example I was after. 大巴车, so this is bus, just bus really. 专用, yeah, bus only. 停车场, so only buses can park here. So can I, how do I do this? It won't let me flick to the new one. All right, 1 second. All right, I'll just show you a few. Yeah, this is sign no parking. 运钞车, yeah, 运钞车. So transport cash cars. So this will be one of those armored vehicles. 专用车位. So the English and Chinese there are not consistent. Yeah. All right. Was I wrong? Was I, anyway. I was thinking like special Apple sellers, but it's not exactly what I was thinking. Maybe I've misinterpreted something somewhere. Anyway, so it does, 专用 can come up in the context of Apple phones, but it's a little different here. 充电宝, 充电宝 is a battery pack. iPhone 专用, so it's specifically used for iPhones. So yeah, so it's used like that. Not what I was originally thinking. 苹果 iPhone 17 系列专用接孔刮绳. Okay. So 专用. So presumably this is some sort of case or something like this. It's specifically for the iPhone 17, or the series of phones. All right. What was I thinking then? I was thinking just now of a Chinese word wherein it refers to authorized sellers of iPhones. Maybe it's 专卖 or something. 授权. It was another 专 word. I forget. 专卖. Maybe it was this one. 专卖店. 苹果专卖店. Oh, maybe this is the word. I'll just put 苹果专卖. They're not using 专卖, are they though? All right, maybe it's time to move on, but okay. 专卖店. It must be that. Here, 专卖店, 苹果专卖店. Specialty store. Okay. All right. Well, there's something like that though. I'm not just like sitting here making things up. I recall seeing this. All right. 专用, 专注, to exclusively focus on something. Quite often you put the you afterwards as a preposition. 他在绘画时非常专注. So when he's drawing, he's concentrating exclusively on drawing. 周围的一切都不影响他. And this one, 专注于, this one, exclusively concentrating on 学习中文. Exclusively focusing on your children, no, children's literature, blah, blah, blah. All right. Exclusively focusing on one's work, etc., etc. All right. Is there anything else? Yeah, no. Exclusively focus or concentrate. 主办 meaning to host. yeah, 主办, maybe you will host, I don't know, the Olympics. 主办这次比赛由市体育局主办. So the city sports department, something in that ballpark, is hosting the competition. 主办. So what else can be hosted? I think 奥运会 or something. 主办了世界杯 World Cup 决赛 World Cup finals. Yeah. 中国将主办国际服装机械展览会. So China is hosting an exhibition of some kind, whatever that is. Yeah. All right, 主办珠宝 pearl treasure. I'm guessing this is, I'm not sure. Precious stones. Precious stones is usually 宝石. 宝石 this one. 宝石珠宝 What is 珠宝？她佩戴的珠宝 Oh, okay, 十分华丽. So, no, she accessorized. She has some kind of, I don't know, bling. Yeah, it kind of is bling, isn't it? 珠宝 bling. Yeah, not necessarily any specific type of bling. All sorts of bling. All right. 珠宝. All right, 主播. 主播, this is to broadcast. Yeah, to broadcast like the news or like information. Usually it's like a TV show. 网络主播 news anchor. Is it a person? Oh yeah, it's a person. 播放. 播放 is broadcast. Sorry, I got it wrong. 主播 anchor. Okay. 主播 Can you also say 播主? 播主 streamer. Maybe you can say this. No. 播主 Maybe this is modern slang. 直播 live stream. 直播主 live streamer. Maybe this is a word. 直播主 Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be in this corpus. Okay, anyway. 主播 is an anchor, like a CCTV anchor. Not in the kind of anchor that holds a boat steady. 网络主播每天在线与粉丝互动. The internet. Here it's more like live streamer or something, right? Yeah, streamer. 网络主播. Is that what I'm doing? I'm not streaming, but 我是主播吗? Maybe. Anyway, 主播 主导 This is to guide, right? No, maybe it's more it's guide in the sense of it guides your research. Direct. I don't know this usage. 在项目中他起到了主导作用. So 起作用提到了主导作用. So this is she's in charge. She's the director. So she's playing the role of, well, what she's doing is directing. Yeah. 主导 primary director. 主导主导地位占主导地位 They dominate. 起至主导作用 Okay, so this is a collocation, a near fixed collocation here. 主导设备 the dominant device. 主导作用 Whoops. I'm going to make a little note. That's a little tricky. 主导. Whoops. 主导. So ChatGPT's example is the most common collocation. So what can I say? 诸多. It's many. 很多,许多. What else? A good deal of. I don't know. Used for abstract things. Okay. 会议中提出了诸多建设性的意见. So many constructive ideas. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use this very often. 幸福? No, not 幸福. 祝福. 祝福. Yeah, 新年快乐. I don't know. 吉祥如意, whatever you want to say. 祝福. To well wish. Yeah, to wish someone well. 朋友们送上了美好的祝福. So send their beautiful blessings. Okay. 主管. 主管, like, 管 here is manage. So 主管 is to be primary manager. Yeah. 他是公司的财务主管. Here it's functioning as a noun. So they're the financial manager of the company. So does it function as a verb? 主管. The director, women director, 主管来. No, yeah, they come from the director. Seems most of the time it's a noun. 主管. 主管, no, noun. Yeah, all right. So it looks like it is mostly a noun. Maybe technically it's a verb. Well, there's no verb there, is there? Should be in charge of. To be responsible. No, this one. Person in charge. 主管. Okay. So this is a person. 追究. 追究. This is like, I don't know, to get to the this one. To investigate. 追究, look into. Yeah. 对违规行为要严肃追究责任. Yeah, this is a common collocation actually. This is the one I've seen. So it's more like something like hold people accountable. So you're seeking something, you're seeking responsibility for rule breaking behavior. Yeah. It's kind of like prosecute almost. Pursue, but pursue in the sense of, yeah, pursue that matter, not 跟踪, not, yeah, not to pursue a criminal, but unless they're committing, okay, not pursue in the sense of like track a rabbit, right. 追究这件事, so pursue the matter, 追究责任. So to pursue accountability, to be held accountable. Yeah. 追究责任. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit tricky because it's not, the grammar doesn't match very closely with English, does it? All right. 主角. This is like the leading role in a movie or a book or whatever. Protagonist, right? 主角, and you often have 男主角, 女主角, protagonist. All right. 电影的主角有著名演员饰演. Is that 扮演? 饰演. All right. So some famous actor played the role of the protagonist. All right. 助理. 助理 is to help. Yeah. To help. Yeah, it's a bit formal, so it's probably like someone at your company is helping you achieve your task. Okay, so 她是经理的工作助理. So she's the helper or assistant for the manager. Yeah, assistant. But it's a verb as well, right? 助理. right? Am I wrong? I might be wrong. 私人助理, personal assistant. 私人助理. Okay, maybe I should interpret this only as a noun. 助理, as in assistant, such as like the manager's assistant. 主流, mainstream, literally mainstream. Yeah, mainstream. Yeah. 这种观点已经成为社会的主流看法. So mainstream point of view. Yeah. 捉 to capture or trap or something like this. This. Oops. 小猫在院子里捉蝴蝶. The little kitten is in the courtyard catching butterflies. Yeah. Do you know 捉妖记, the movie? 捉妖记. Is it 捉妖记? 捉妖记. Oh, there's a number 3, is there? 捉妖记. This is 捉妖记. Yeah, it's a... Well, I watched the first one. I think I watched the second one at one point, but 捉妖记. Yeah, Monster Hunt in English. Yeah, it's not a bad movie. It has this little cute monster, and yeah, at first everyone wants to, you know, I don't know, everyone thinks monsters are monsters, and then it's like, oh, there's this cute little monster, and then we kind of have different opinions and so on. Yeah, anyway, there's a character arc, and attitudes towards monsters are changing. 捉妖记. Not a bad movie. So the characters are catch, monster, 记. Maybe like diary or something, I don't know. Memoir? Memoirs of catching monsters. Something in that ballpark. It's very figurative, so yeah, don't worry about that. 助手. 助手 also, 助手 is a helper. This is more informal though, right? 科学家在实验中有专门的研究助手. No, this is a specialized research helper, research aid. All right. 主演. I don't know this word. Presumably it's like 主角. But all right, 由他主演. Play the leading role. Okay, so 主演 seems like a verb, and 主角 is a noun, right? So this is 主角. 主角 is the leading role, but an actor will 主演. 这部电视剧由他主演. So he is acting. 由他主演. All right, and well, that's it. That's the rest, and then we'll be all right. But I feel like I need a rest, so I'm gonna have a rest. 1 minute. Right, just had my lunch. Where were we? Okay, this is the last batch, and we've done all, after this, all 1,800 words of the HSK6. Anyway, 住院. I'm not 100% sure what this means. Something like wishes or desires, something in that ballpark. To wish. Oh, 2 wishes. 许愿. This one. 许愿. Make a wish. 大家纷纷送上美好的祝愿. Yeah. They sent their wishes, their best wishes. Looks like a noun to me. It looks like a noun to me. You get the idea. That's a noun. Okay, here is a verb. 我们祝愿他们2位退休后，西洋天年。No, 宜阳。颐和园的颐, right? Sorry, I got this character wrong. 颐阳天年 is a chongyu of some kind. Enjoy one's later years. So verb, noun. All right. So this is best wishes. 祝愿. Do you use this in a letter? Like if you write a letter? 祝愿, maybe. Let's go 图片. It might be. It's like best wishes or 1,000 blessings. I don't know, whatever you write in a letter. Is used in letters? Like letters in the sense of very much used. 祝愿. Okay. 祝愿你身体健康，工作顺利. That's not exactly what I meant. I meant more like 祝愿李明 along the lines of 多谢李明 listening. By itself as a closing signature is possible but unusual. Well, I prefer unusual. Yeah. 祝愿你一切顺利. Li Ming. I use this one. This is the one that AI always makes up. So if you're got an exam question or something, and you know you got the name Li Ming, probably AI. 谨致祝愿. G 最美. G. Okay, express 最美好的祝愿. Okay, so not really like that. Maybe it's like 祝好 or something like this. 祝好. This one. That's the one I'm thinking of, isn't it? 祝好. So 祝愿. 祝愿. 最好的祝愿 best wishes. So 最好的祝愿. 致以最好的祝愿. 致以最好的祝愿. Okay. Maybe I'll make a little quick note because I haven't really studied that. 愿意的愿. 祝愿许愿的愿. 住宅. It's kind of like a residence or a place you're living. 住宅. Yeah. 这片新建小区的住宅环保优美，环境优美。Yeah, so 新建小区. So this newly constructed communities, 住宅, residences have a beautiful environment. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to say. It's a noun. It's where people live. 主张 to advocate for. Okay. 他在会上提出了自己的主张。提出自己的主张。This one. Put forth their own viewpoint. There's more meanings than I was thinking. Proposition. 司法部 the Justice Department. 主张 advocates. 微软公司解体 the breakup of Microsoft. Is that true? 自由论者主张一切均不应审查. Okay, so everything should not be censored. So these people advocate this. 他为恢复此行的主张提供论据. So she for the restoration, no, for her advocacy of the restoration of the death penalty, provided evidence. 论据 testimony. Grounds? Okay, it's something in that ballpark. Yeah, so I think ChatGPT's one is a little bit rarer. What if we go with the de there? 的主张 大胆的主张 一个大胆 So this is like proposal. Is it? No, claim. Assertion. Oh, I like assertion. Okay, a bold assertion. a startling assertion. 关心别人的主张. So they care about other people's assertions. I think claim here would probably be medical claim and not this, like 报销 or something like this, rather than this. But it depends on the context. 学他们的主张有说服力. So it causes their assertions to be persuasive. All right, let's continue. 著作. 著作. This is like a famous work, is it? Literary work, not just famous ones, just a piece of work in the sense of writing. Yeah, okay. 这位作家的新著作引起广泛关注. Yeah, so this 作家, this writer's new works have attracted widespread attention. 资本, capital in the sense of 资本主义, capitalism. 企业需要更多资本来扩大生产. So enterprise needs even more capital in order to expand production. Or it could be a specific enterprise, it depends. Is there anything else to know? No, it is capital in the context of economics, not in the sense of like a capital letter. 资产. 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 This would be like resources or assets or somewhere in between. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, honestly. I'm not. All right. I got assets, but property, not property. Okay. 公司总资产已超过1亿元. All right, so the total assets of the company now exceed 100 million, right? If I remember correctly. Doesn't come up often. 自豪. 自豪 is a kind of sense of self-pride, but it doesn't contain the negativity of like arrogance. It's like a well-deserved sense of self-pride, pride in oneself, for a good accomplishment. That's my understanding. Yeah. 他为自己取得的成绩感到非常自豪. Yeah, I don't think it's negative. Sense of pride, but it's a deserved sense of pride. You worked hard for that, you should feel 自豪, right? Oh, proud of their children's achievements? Yeah, proud she's doing well at school, this sort of thing. Yeah. So, yeah. Usually things like pride can be a negative thing. 自来水. So 自来 is, well, automatically come water. 自来水. 自来, it's also a word. 自来, yeah. Yeah, that's another one. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. This is tap water. 自来水. Automatically come water. Tap water. In Australia, you just drink the tap water, like literally straight from the tap. Here, I boil it. I boil the water, and that seems fine to me. 城市居民可以直接使用安全的自来水. Yeah, in Australia, you just drink the tap water. Maybe there's a few places where it's probably better not to, but I don't think it's going to harm. 自律. Yeah, so this is self-discipline, right? 自 is self, 律 is 纪律, right? Self-discipline. This one. 成功的人往往非常自律. Yeah, so successful people are often very self-disciplined. Yeah. 字母. 字母, hold on, let me get this right. There's 字母 and 字母. No, this is 字母, this is subtitles. Yeah. You know the other one, right? 字母. This is letter in the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E. If you're not aware. 字母. Yeah, 英文字母, English subtitles. 电影播放时可以选择中英文字母, Chinese or English subtitles. Yeah, usually the subtitles on Chinese movies. yeah, I think it's like quite normal. Even if you don't need them, yeah, they're still there. All right, so the next word isn't the most pleasant, but all right. All right. What internet people call unalive, unalive oneself. 心理健康问题可能导致自杀行为 like suicidal tendencies. Don't get me in trouble, YouTube. All right. 自我. Yeah, one thing I've noticed about, sorry, going back, one thing I've noticed about this in China is that it's talked about far more casually in China than it is in other countries. Yeah, there's a much stronger taboo about talking about this outside of China than inside of China. It's like, oh yeah, it happens. It's like an everyday hazard. No, not really. Yeah. Let's continue. 自我. Yeah, self. Yeah, this is a common one. 自我介绍. Oh, 自我价值. That's another one. 自我介绍. So often, maybe there's a group of people you might 一个接一个的自我介绍. Everyone introduces themselves. Yeah, 自我介绍. So self-introduction. 他在演讲中强调自我价值的实现 the realization of self-values. I'm a little bit unconvinced this works. Like, you'd use 自己的价值. I don't know. Oh, self-worth. Okay, that changes everything. So 鼓励自我价值. So encourage self-worth. 自我介绍, 自我评价, no, 评价, self-assessment. 自我认知. No, this is self-recognition. Like, oh, that's me. When you look at your reflection in the mirror, right? 自我认知. Maybe not. That's a bit technical, isn't it? Let's continue. 自我反省, self-reflection. This is a common one, actually. I've encountered this. Just remember, this is 省, 反省, not 省. It's 省. Yeah.
Search one's conscience.
自我反省. Like self-reflection. All right. 自言自语. This is kind of a 成语. It functions as a verb. It just means to talk to yourself. 自言自语. Yeah, to talk to oneself. 他走了路上不自觉的自言自语. So this is like unconsciously started talking to herself. Yeah. 自言自语到 blah blah blah. Yeah, like it's good to talk to yourself. Like when you're learning a language, I very much encourage you to learn how to talk to yourself. Because you're going to make all these mistakes. And like, if you must have another human being with you every time you speak, then you've really got this massive anchor holding you back. Yeah, right? This necessary condition. You've got to learn to talk to yourself. Or at least I very much encourage you to do so. Make it happen in some way. For example, you can record YouTube videos, or you can talk to your cat, or you can talk to like ChatGPT or something. Yeah, you've really got to make this. You got to learn how to talk to yourself. Otherwise, it's going to be so hard to organize getting other people to listen to every word you say in a foreign language. You really need to figure out how to talk to yourself. Yeah, if you're a bit embarrassed, maybe you can call it like oral journaling or something like this, right? Oral journaling. But I'll let you know, like if you walk around talking to yourself in a foreign language and people look at you and go, oh, they're speaking Chinese. I guess they're practicing their Chinese. And literally everyone will instantly figure out what you're doing. Yeah, yeah. And it's not embarrassing. It's not like intimidating or anything. Yeah, in one of my videos, one of my live streams, I'm walking around speaking Chinese, and this little girl comes up to me. So I'm just pointing out things, practicing my vocabulary. And this is this, and that is that. And this little girl starts following me around and starts teaching me. What is this? What is this? It was hilarious. Really cute. So that's what happens. Yeah. Nobody cares if you talk to yourself. Anyway. 自愿. So self-willing. 自愿. This will be like just willing, 愿意 or something. I think it's voluntary. 自愿. Okay. 志愿者都是自愿参与活动的. So volunteers voluntarily participate in the activity. 自愿. Yeah, it's kind of like willing, right? 自助. Okay, literally self-help, but usually it's this sort of thing. 自助餐. So this is like you help yourself at the buffet or something like this, right? Yeah, often, like in some places in China, like hot pot or no, not hot pot. 麻辣烫, 麻辣香锅, 麻辣烫, 麻辣香锅. You kind of, you choose what you want and then they weigh it and that's what you pay. So 自助餐, buffet. Oh yeah, oh that is the buffet. Yeah. So sometimes with things like this, what might happen is you get your plate, you take your food, put it on it, and if it's at a hotel, you won't need to pay, but if it'll probably be included. But if it's at a restaurant, they will weigh the plate, and yeah, you'll pay for that accordingly. 自助餐, yeah, buffet. 餐厅提供自助餐服务. Buffet service, yeah. 总裁, that's like CEO or something, isn't it? Chairman, yeah. 公司总裁, 总裁. Sorry, my tone's wrong. I always get third tone, second tone, this combination wrong. 总裁. 公司总裁主持了本次会议. So the company chairman presided over, yeah, hosted this meeting. All right, nothing else. 总计. So the 计 represents a sum, such as in a budget or like a spreadsheet or something of money. 总 is like total. So you might have subtotals and totals and things like this. This is total. Grand total. All right. 购物清单总计共花费2000元. Yeah, so presumably they bought a whole bunch of things all at once. This is a list in Chinese. So purchase list. They have a list of items you're buying. The total, 总计, the total, in total, 花费 functions as a verb that can take an object. So like a 2-character version of 花, to spend, or cost, in this case, cost 2,000 yuan. 总理. Oh, this is Prime Minister. I'm going to take this all the way to the Prime Minister. Oi, Gus. Andy. Andy. Prime Minister. All right, so different countries have different names for the rulers, or whoever's in charge, the person like right at the top. In China, you have 主席, right? In America, you have 总统. In England, you have 首相. I think also in Japan you have 首相. In Australia, maybe in Canada, you have 总理. Yeah, so 总理. And yeah, it takes a while to memorize all these. This is just different ways of saying leader. Oh, you can also say 领袖. Less specific things like 领袖, leader. And what's the other one? There's some other terms. What if I just put leader in there, see what comes up? This is leader of a team. 首领, not really. Like a country's leader. Anyway. And alright, this is the Prime Minister. 国家总理发表了重要讲话. So the country's the national prime minister. The prime minister. So for those of you who don't recognize what on earth I'm on about, that's the way back when there was a Simpsons visit Australia, and yeah, taking it all the way to prime minister. I came from Australia. That was hilarious. I can't be honest. Like the Simpsons made fun of Australia, like roasted Australia. But that was when I was in school, and it was absolutely hilarious. Like, yeah, I think Australians love that episode. It was really I don't know, it was hilarious. Yeah, 棕色, brown. For some reason, the 3.0 standards omitted the word brown. As if this is hard. Brown, 棕 or 棕色. Here they're adding it into the HSK6. Like, could you imagine not being able to say the color brown? Why is this not like HSK 1 or 2? Like, small children should be able to say brown. Anyway, 秋天的森林中，树叶呈现棕色. They appear brown. Not really, but alright. Let's pretend they do. 棕色, brown. So brown and yellow are now HSK6 words. I kind of don't believe it, but alright. 总算. You're not 100% sure. This is like in the end or something? At long last. This one. Yeah. 经历多次尝试，他总算成功了. Yeah, so at long last, 成功了. Yeah, normally I use 终于. 终于. So this doesn't just mean like a sequence of events, it's the final step. There's also an emphasis on like a sense of relief that it's finally over kind of thing. Oh, 终于你来了. This sort of thing. 终于到家了. Yeah. Same as in English, actually. At last. It doesn't mean the last item in a sequence of items. It's more like, oh, finally. Oh. Yeah, there's relief. And you can relax. Yeah. Okay, 总算. Let's look at a few more examples of 总算. Finally. So does it also contain that sense of relief? That like, yeah, 总算我学完 HSK 6级词汇. I don't know, something like this. Does it contain that sense of relief? It has kind of non-literal, non-written in the dictionary meaning. 我总算应长治. What is 应长治?应撑治. Make oneself... Alright, so you don't want to do it, but you did it anyway. 硬撑着从床上爬了起来. So this has this kind of emotional connection. I managed to sleep out of the room unseen. 我总算偷偷的溜出了屋子. This like at the end. I don't know. 我们最后总算说服他们接受我们的想法. Yeah. I don't know. Is it like in English where things like finally you're here, or oh, at last. There's a real emotional oomph behind it. Let's ask ChatGPT. Does 总算 contain the same emotional oomph? How do you spell oomph? as finally or at last, like in English. Emotional oomph. Slightly nuanced. Took effort, was delayed. Yeah, that's very much like English. Neutral to slightly positive. Stronger than Zhongyu. No, Zhongyu definitely contains the emotional oomph. 经过几天的努力，他总算完成了作业。Alright， 总算明白了他的意思。火车晚点的3个小时，我们总算到了。Alright, so it is finally. These are oomph. Neutral factual. I'm unconvinced. I've always been taught that this is. So wait, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. So are you saying that has no emotional oomph and is just factual, like the last item on a list? I made a typo, but I don't care. ChatGPT can work it out. It's not quite no oomph. ChatGPT can figure this out. It was like 3 years ago. It was like AIs were not able to like even construct grammatical sentences, and now what's this? Not quite no oomph, but less emotional intensity than 总算. Okay, so 总算. Let me clarify. So yes. All right. Finally, since 火车终于到站了. Neutral, just stating the fact, no built-in relief or excitement. Usually, yeah, sometimes it might even be complaining in English. Like, finally, you're here. It really is complaining and criticizing that person. 总算火车晚点3小时。我们总算到站了。Yeah, 3 hours late. All right. So 总算 mini HSK. All right. 好不容易。All right. There's more to this than meets the eye, right? 总算放心了。总算理解谋事。Those are unrelated. 我总算平安回到了家 without further mishap. I like I put it in brackets because, okay, so it implies we finally did this. We finally arrived home safely, but the implication is that, yeah, there were like mishaps prior to, or at least along the way. But in the end, we did make it. 我最后总算把名单上的名字减少到了只有5个. All right, so maybe this is like candidates for a job or something, and I slowly, after lots of effort, got it down to 5. 坐了3天火车, taking the train for 3 days. In my day, no, actually, trains in China like 20 years ago, maybe still 10 years ago, like you did have this sort of thing. you go on the train, there'd be a cabin or like bunk beds or something, and yeah, you're there for a while. Enjoy, because they were much slower back then. Nowadays, you take trains to another city and it's more like taking a subway than anything. 总算到家了. That does sound a bit emotional. All right, I'll have to pay attention to this with my input. All right, 总算, where are we? 总算, yeah, 总算. 粽子, this is a type of food. 粽子, This one. 粽子, there's I like 豆沙粽子. 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 I like this one. Yeah. Usually it's like 红枣, red date 粽子. However, they have seeds in them, so you have to be a bit careful. But yeah, the dates have seeds in them. The 红沙粽子, like this. But at the same time, they're not healthy. So just one is fine. So you take, it's wrapped in like a banana leaf. You boil it and then you eat it. Oh yeah, I suppose you could eat it cold as well. But I think I normally cooked them. 粽子. Anyway, it's this tetrahedron shaped snack, rice snack. It's like sticky rice inside and there's some sort of filling. Is there like 奶黄 粽子? Probably. No, apparently not unless I invent it myself. This one looks like 奶黄粽子. Oh, that's 小米 or something, is it? 黄米酸奶. No, that's just their photo. Yeah. 你能包粽子吗? 粽子. Is that 煎粽子? Fried 粽子. I've never seen fried 粽子 before. All right. Which festival is it? It's 端午节, right? Yeah, 端午节. 端午节 you have 粽子. I always lose track of which. 端午节吃粽子 and 春节吃饺子 and when do you 元宵节吃元宵 etc etc. All right. Actually, it's not that hard. Okay, that's 粽子. 端午节人们吃粽子庆祝传统节日. Okay, so for 端午节 you eat 粽子. All right. 走廊. 走廊 is a corridor or a hallway. Just this one. Yes. Is it used for, it's used for corridors in buildings, but it's also used for corridor, like geographical corridor as well, right? There's this part of Afghanistan that abuts China. What's it called? There's a part of Afghanistan that abuts China. Do you know what it's called? I think that's also Zolong. There it is. Okay. Wahan Zolong. Okay, Wahan Zolong. Yeah. Like, if you look at the map, it's this tiny little index-shaped part of Afghanistan. Yeah. Here it is. So Afuhan, this is Afghanistan, and this part of Afghanistan touches this little part of China here, right? So yeah, this is what the terrain looks like in Wahan Zolong. Yeah, so this is corridor as well, right? Corridor. Wakan corridor. Okay. I don't even know what it's called in English. All right. So that's corridor. But yeah, most of the time, Zolong is corridor in a building. Corridor in a building. All right. My internet's slow momentarily. All right. Zolong. 教室外的走廊很宽敞 a spacious corridor outside the classroom. 足 I'm not sure which definition. So, okay, the obvious one is foot, leg. 画是天足, right? 画是天足, draw snake, add legs. Refers to things that are superfluous. 足, yeah, 满足的足, 足够的足.足, as much as. Oh, 足以. Yeah, 足以 sufficient for, yeah. All right, 1 second. All right, let's just see what ChatGPT gave us. 训练有素. What is 有素? Has elements. 有素. I don't know. 训练有素. Is it like ordered? Has essence, maybe. I don't know. 体力足以应对比赛. So his body strength is sufficient to for the, I don't know, to respond, to deal with the competition. All right, this isn't the greatest example. Let's find another one. 100 tacos is enough shall provide adequate sustenance for a Doctor Who marathon. That's another Simpsons quote, isn't it? 他确信爱 what? 确信爱波嘴. What is 爱波? 确信爱波. Ah, so I am certain that love is quite sufficient 消除我们的分歧 to eradicate our differences, like differences of opinion. Quite adequate, quite sufficient. Yeah. All right, let's continue. 阻碍. 阻碍 is to like obstruct or thwart something. 阻碍. Obstruct, hinder, block. Yeah. Oh, you've also got as a noun, as an obstruction. Okay. 交通拥挤 no, 交通拥堵严重阻碍了出行. So traffic congestion seriously obstructed the like flow of traffic. Yeah. 阻碍发展 obstruct development. 阻碍因素 obstructive factor. That's probably in like biochemistry or something. Oh, not necessarily. 阻碍因素练习. No, I don't want to care about this. 阻碍阻碍了血液的循环畅通 obstruct blood circulation. Yeah, obstruct development. A drag on the shuttle. All right. No, let's move on. Okay, this is 专. Yeah, okay, first of all, you know diamond, right? 钻石. Diamond. So this is fourth tone. 钻石. But there's another one which is 钻, first tone meaning to drill here. 钻. Oh yeah, hold on, there is another one. 电钻. So the noun is fourth tone. 电钻. This is a cordless drill, electric drill. 钻, fourth tone. So as a noun, 钻, drill, right? It is a noun, an object. Okay. And as first tone, it is a verb meaning to drill. 钻. Okay, so sometimes you use the phrase 钻空子. 钻空子. This one. Kind of like taking advantage of a loophole. 钻空子. To what is it? To maybe it's like to drill a hole almost. But yeah, take advantage of a loophole. 钻空子, figurative. Yeah. 激进分子正在钻空子. The militants? Oh, 激进分子. This is extremists exploiting loopholes. All right, in some context. 很难钻空子. It's hard to find loopholes. Harder to game. Here, game means exploit loopholes, etc., etc. Anyway, 工人用电钻 fourth tone 在墙上钻孔. Yeah, so in the wall, drilling a hole. 钻孔. To bore a hole, to drill a hole. Anything else we need to know? Oh yeah, 钻 钻进去，钻进去。So you're kind of wriggling your way in like a drill, but yeah. Okay, so here, 他试着爬上梯子 so attempted to climb up the ladder. 想从窗户钻进去 and get in through a window. So if you're using words like this and this, kind of implies that squeeze into. A little bit like, oh, maybe you shouldn't be doing that. Yeah. 那小老鼠就可能钻进去，就钻进去 a little hole or something, small openings. Yeah, 钻进去. So this is a verb like, what is it? This sort of thing? Oh, this one, to enter a hole. 钻进去. 钻进去几个月1年2年3年5年总可以学会的. Okay, so this is like dive into, get into. Yeah. Get it in here. Yeah. All right. Duan, anything else we need to know? Study intensely, dig into, curry favor. I don't know this usage. I don't think I need to know that one. Anyway, let's continue. 阻挡. So you want to walk that way, but someone is 阻挡ing you. 阻挡. Resist, obstruct. Yeah, it's like preventing you from moving forward. 大雨无法阻挡他的热情. Okay, this is figurative. So the rain has no ability to obstruct, to stop his zeal. Oh, their zeal. 阻挡不了，阻挡视线. This one. Block your line of sight. 阻挡视线. Oh, can't see anything. 阻挡. What else we got? 阻挡. 无法阻挡. Unable to block. So unable to block the progress of science. 科学的进步是无法阻挡的. Yeah. Yeah. 没有什么能阻挡我们. Nothing can stop us. Yeah. We haven't got a literal example yet. We got this sort of thing. Block sunlight. 阻挡阳光. 不可阻挡的增加 like unblockable growth. Yeah. Unobstructable, unstoppable growth. Block your obstruct your vision, obstruct your line of sight. So maybe this is block the cold air. 阻挡病毒. So is it maybe could I be wrong? Again, I'm always wrong. I'm wrong about everything all the time. All right. 阻挡. So can this refer to someone blocking your path physically? E.g. Snorlax. Snorlax is a Pokemon that sleeps and obstructs your path. Snorlax. Yeah, that's what I thought. 大叔阻挡了去路. Yeah. Did you use Snorlax? Snorlax is in front of you. 他阻挡了我的去路. Yeah. All right. 阻挡. Yeah, there are other ones. 挡住, 拦住. Yeah, I don't know the differences, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole in the rabbit hole. The sub-rabbit hole. 阻挡. 祖国, the motherland. Sounds patriotic. 他为祖国的繁荣感到骄傲. So he feels pride for the, I don't know, the flourishing, the prosperity of the motherland. Yeah. Yeah, in China you got like 我爱 something like 我的祖国. I love my motherland. It's a song, is it? All right. Yeah, I've seen this phrase around. Patriotic. All right. Yeah, in China there's also 我国. It literally means my country, but yeah, you got to interpret this as China. 我国. I think non-Chinese people, even if they speak Chinese, like, all right, well, if a Singaporean says 我国, how would it be interpreted? I don't know. Anyway, would it be interpreted as China or Singapore? I don't know. Anyway, 罪, crime or fault, right? 罪, 法律严惩犯罪行为, so crime committing behavior, criminal activity, 犯罪, no, to commit a crime, 不容有罪者, okay, 逃脱, so 逃脱 to escape, presumably to escape justice. Yeah, 脱 is kind of like cast off the thing. Okay, so if you're in if you're in a courtroom, you might have 有罪, guilty, 有罪, and what's the opposite? 无罪, innocent. So innocent in the sense of declared innocent in a courtroom, or declared not guilty. Actually, probably not guilty is better. Like not guilty, 无辜. This one's more like innocent, 无辜. Whereas 无罪 is probably not guilty. There's kind of a difference between innocent and not guilty, is there? Yeah. All right. So 有罪, so guilty. 有罪者, those who are guilty, I guess. 有罪者. 祖先, your ancestors. Okay. 我们应尊重祖先留下的传统. So we should respect or revere the traditions left over by our ancestors, such as eating dumplings. All right, 祖先. Anything else? Oh yeah, in biology, of course, ancestral species and so on. 祖先. 足以. Oh, we already did this one, but when we did 足, but 足以. 他的努力足以打动大家. So his effort is enough to 打动 means to move emotionally. I'm getting tired. Emotionally move people. So everyone's looking at his 努力. 努力 is effort, right? So it's like, oh, that guy's putting in a lot of effort. I'm really moved. So his effort is enough to 打动, arouse or inspire, or, yeah, people. Yeah. That's it, isn't it? Look at that. 1,800 points for Gryffindor. All right, I'm tired. I'm going to have a rest. Thank you everyone for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in future videos. TTFN.